What up, guys? Welcome back to All Gas Podcast. I'm Factor,
Kevin.
and today our guest here is LSR Dude with 3 O's. What's
Three.
up, bud?
Three.
How you doing?
Hey, man.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Before we get started here, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We have stickers. Hit us up for stickers, and we also have shirts on the way. We're working out the deals with those, so those will be coming real soon. So stay tuned for those.
Right.
Well, into the episode we go. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How y'all doing? I appreciate coming up here.
Of course. Appreciate you sitting with us.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I'm a little nobody. You guys are big time.
We're both
now.
we're little nobody.
A little nobody. Maybe a little nobody in person. The most famous guy on the fucking internet.
Shit.
That one for sure.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit something about yourself. Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and
just kind
your
of-
car and everything, history, whatever. Let's
Just kind of an introduction into yourself, introduction into the car, shit like that.
All right. Well, I'm Dude. Freaking, born and raised here in Sacramento. My car is a 95 Civic hatch, all motor K24. Just like to go out and have fun to track when the thing's running, actually.
Well, I think there's a reason behind that. I think it's who makes your motors.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's got a
Just saying.
Agree to disagree.
I mean, everybody else is running other companies' motors is still going up and down that track, but
Yeah.
this one's sitting
Yeah.
here.
That's what they want you to see. Yeah, they don't tell you all the things you gotta see.
Right.
Trust me. There's a lot more that goes into it than what you see on Instagram and Facebook and all that.
Oh, for sure. Everybody fronts. Not only not just models do it, car guys do it too.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
the front for the gram.
Yeah. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
Nobody wants to get shit talked to.
No, of course.
They don't want people to see their failures. Me, it's like I don't care. It's I broke this time. I broke that.
It's a fucking car. You're gonna break.
Yeah,
Everyone breaks.
Oh, for sure.
It's part of the game. It is what it is.
That's how you learn, though, right?
What's that?
That's how you learn.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I've learned a bunch from this car. It's just things to do, things not to do. It's just, like you said, sometimes the hardest way to learn is just do it. If it breaks, learn from it and move on.
Now, is this your first all-motor car?
First all-motor car on this level. My
this level?
previous car, the RSX, was all-motor, but that was just a simple street car. Nothing crazy about that thing. That was just a daily, some have fun with on the streets, fuck around on Friday, Saturday nights.
Fucking daily head wheels cost more than my whole car. Fucking $1,000 valve cover. No. I remember the first time I seen that car. We were actually talking about that, I think on Rob's episode.
Yeah.
We were at the Dyno day, and you had pulled in there and I had seen your car. I was like, "Fuck, this is a nice ass car." And then you popped your hood, and you had the little money fucking valve cover and all that bullshit. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I never put two and two together that it was you. And then that's when we were talking to Rob, and he was like, "Yeah, man," he's all, "That's Dude." And I was like, "Oh shit, okay." Fucking hell, small world.
Yeah, that valve cover got a lot of that reaction.
Well, shit, it was in the beginning of the hydro dip days. I mean, there
Oh
wasn't.
yeah, back then I had never seen anybody with a hydro dip.
No, there wasn't.
There was no local shops. I actually had to send that valve cover to a shop out east to do.
Really?
Because I looked at it all around town, nobody would do it. Just powder coaters here, everywhere.
Yeah.
I did some online stuff and like, damn, closest place like on the East Coast. So, cost me a pretty penny.
So was that your first build was RSX, or did you have anything before that build-wise? Just kind of.
Well, that was my first build. So kind of backtrack a little bit. My first car was like a '95 Civic Coupe.
Okay.
Had a GSR, bolt-ons, basic shit.
First guess, not with the CRX's
Yeah,
first
right.
car.
Yeah. No, but that car was like a piece of shit too, though, because I bought it. Well, I bought it from a guy. It already had the swap and all this stuff done to it, so I bought it. Back then, shit, I didn't know nothing. I was like, I thought I was the fastest shit on the street. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. I took that thing to the track first time out. I did like a 16 or something. I had no idea what I was doing.
I think everybody's first car, they feel that way. I'm the fastest motherfucker
Oh,
out
yeah.
here. Like,
Oh yeah, because I grew up. All my cousins.
I still have my first car.
And you still think you're the
I'm
fastest?
fastest.
Yeah, because my brother, my older brother, and all my cousins were into cars. My brother had a 96 GSR that I actually learned to drive stick with. And every chance I got, I was like, "Hey, can I borrow the car? Can I borrow the car?" And he'd always like, "No." So I had to like sneak out, like steal the car for a night or something, and take it for a spin. And then so all my cousins, same thing. They had coupes and hatches, CRXs, Integras. Got to show everything a little bit of love. So I grew up in that. All my cousins.
Okay.
So around what age did you start?
Damn. I would have been probably 7th or 8th grade when I was hanging around them, because like I grew up in it, you know.
Yeah,
Before that, you know, your memory's all hazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I want to say 7th or 8th grade when I really remember like really getting into it. Yeah. You know, this is when the internet was like just kicking off, so going online, just reading stuff. That's one of the things about me. Is just like I like to read. You might not seem like it, but I try to read everything I can.
I was say we're gonna go into this already.
Yeah.
Oh,
I try to read everything I can about everything. You know, car related, non-car related. You know,
that's a good thing though. I mean, you have. I mean, on that kind of that topic of learning,
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's a good way to do it is reading. Where you have some people are just like, oh my buddy told me to do this, and fucking it didn't do it or it blew up or something. When you read into things, you learn way more.
I'm a big proponent of, you know, get all the information you can and then go out and do it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're just going to jump in blind, if you've never done it before, then hey, more power to you. But if it breaks, then
don't be mad.
Don't be mad.
Yeah.
You know.
I think a lot of people do that, and I think that's the number one fault that everyone has, that they all fucking just jump right into shit, and then they get mad and frustrated, then they quit.
It's the instant gratification shit. They all want it now.
Exactly.
Instead of building over the years.
I think we're so repetitive on the show about that, and it's like
Right.
people don't understand that longevity is what works in knowledge, like you said.
Learning.
You willing to learn and shit.
This shit doesn't happen overnight.
No,
you know,
sure.
a lot of these kids these days, like you said, they want now. They don't want to put in the work.
I mean, look how long you've been building this. You've been through now what? 3 motors or 2 motors?
This is number 3.
Number 3. So that's third motor.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, you've been building this for how long? And it's still here.
Still here.
You didn't give up and say, "Fuck it, I'm building another car," or "Oh, I'm gonna throw a turbo on it," or you know, whatever. I mean, it's still here. It's not that instant shit.
Still here. Yeah. I mean, believe me, I've wanted to quit and give up and just burn this fucker to the ground so many times. You know, what keeps me coming back is, you know, I set a goal for this car for myself. I haven't hit it yet, and you know, I'm not one to quit something I take on, whether you know, a race car or otherwise. You know.
Well, that 400 mark's kind of hard.
That number I don't care about. That number does not matter to me at all.
The gram does.
The gram does. That's
Bro. Get IG famous. That's how you get IG famous. Is you gotta have the horsepower.
No, this was a joke on Facebook. Fuck, what? 3 weeks ago? A month ago? Something like that. He was posting up, doing his normal bullshit with his car. He's like, "How do I get 400 horsepower? Nitro, fucking 4-piston motor." He's like, "I already have a 4-piston motor."
I didn't see that one.
Oh, it was a fun, dude. It was a long ass fucking, and everyone just.
And that's what really kind of irritates the shit out of me. You know, is these people, these talking heads online. They're like, "Oh, well, these guys are doing this. They are making that much. These guys are doing this. They're making that much." And I'm like, okay, I'm not them. I'm not on that dyno. You know.
I was gonna say a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, like
every dyno makes a different number. Every elevation makes a different number. Every tuner makes a different number, and every motor makes a different number.
Exactly.
You can't say, 400 fucking horsepower is the mark. Like
exactly. It's like only thing you should care about when you're on a dyno when you leave is, does the car run good? You know, can it drive? You know, semi decently if you're doing street car stuff.
Yeah.
The power number should be the last thing you're concerned about.
Yeah,
is it running safely? Well, you know, is it gonna move your car down the track the way it's supposed to?
I would say the only part about the power you should really worry about is just the clean of your graph.
Exactly.
It's not how high the fucking graph goes or where the RPM falls off or anything. It's how clean your graph is.
How clean your graph is, the curve.
Yeah.
You know, for drag racing, where you're making power is important.
Yeah.
You know, so you know how to rev it, obviously, and then you know where to shift and all that stuff. But a lot of these kids, they don't realize that. They just see a big number, you know. For this thing, yeah, you want all the power up top. But if, like my RSX, it was a simple street car, I only read that thing to like 8,000 RPM.
Yeah.
Because it made a bunch of torque right there in the middle. It didn't make any power that high, so why stress it?
Why keep it going way so
exactly.
high? Yeah.
Why stress it, going that high?
Like, I follow an S2000 group on Facebook, and that's like the biggest argument right now is,
MR2.
is AP1 versus AP2, and everyone's like, I can fucking rev to 9, and you can only rev to 8, and you guys, people are like, you don't make fucking power past 75, so what do you care if you can go to 9?
Right. I will say that there are some instances where revving higher makes sense, even though you're not making power that high. Obviously, if you're in a track car and you're coming into a corner and you don't want to shift or downshift or something like that, then revving it higher makes sense. Or drag car, if your gearing's not spot on and you're coming towards the end of the line and shifting higher or revving higher or shifting into the next gear, rev it higher. You know, because that shift is going to cost you.
It's going to cost you,
a tenth of a second or something.
Well, that's what I was going to say was real quick. It's like you talk about reliability coming off the dyno. Number of times I have buddies that go to other tuners and do it a different way, and the cars don't always start. They have starting issues. And this is something that we've had to deal with. I'll tell you off camera. I'll tell you what happened. But car wouldn't start. The federales are there. And I'm like, bro, if you were listening to me and went and got tuned by blah, 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 we wouldn't have this problem.
Right.
But my car doesn't make all the craziest power, but it works. It starts up every time.
Shit, it's been on the same tune, same numbers, same consistent running for 3 years.
And I can, it's like everyone's like, oh, you're going to bring it to the track. It's like, why? So I can go running 12.5 again? Like,
right.
I want to progress. So I need to sit it down for a minute and, progress and try to get to your level in a sense. You know what I mean? So my reliability is what I look for is reliability. I don't really look for
at this level. Both parts in the garage.
Both parts in the garage.
Ouch. Ouch. All right, I'll remember that.
See how much I fall to subscribe your shit. Watch Facebook posts.
Going back to what you just said there, I have my view on it is the tuner's job is to tune your car. It's not his job to diagnose your car, fix your car. If your car comes running like shit because of something that's not tune related, that's not his responsibility. Your car should be ready to go, not leaking oil, not knocking, freaking have fresh plugs, fresh oil.
I was gonna say that's what we said on like Chad's episode.
Exactly.
We're showing up with an extra set of plugs,
exactly.
showing up with fuel in your car, extra fuel if you think you're gonna run out because you have 1 gallon tank or whatever.
Hanging out at LDL here in SAC, most times when they hear it and seeing the cars that come through that are just not prepared to dyno, and watching Dennis, shout out to LDL and Dennis, he's a great tuner. Shout out to Dennis, but he will spend hours fixing your car before he even puts it on the dyno. And that's just costing you time and money because he's going to charge you for that. And plus, if he has any other customers lined up behind you, now they got to push them back, and that's costing them money.
That turns a 3-hour tune into a 7-hour tune, and it could have been 3 in a day, and now it's only 1 in a day.
Exactly. I've seen just one incident, the probably freshest one in my head. Probably a couple months ago, they were in town tuning. It was one car. They only had the one car scheduled for the day. They spent 8 hours fixing the car before they even put it on the dyno to make any kind of pulls. The guy pulled the car up, and there were issues left and right. Wiring, friggin' no starting, timing was off. So many friggin' problems that should have been fixed before you even put the car on the trailer.
Hey, but the dude's Instagram post said he was dyno ready.
What's that?
He posted on Instagram said he was dyno ready.
He was
tuned ready.
He
posted, of course.
Well, that's like we tuned one. And it came to the shop. He was like, "Oh, I just got the motor done. Motor just hit the car. Or, went in the car last night. Everything's good to go, ready to tune." Gets to the shop, put it on the dyno. No VTEC engaged. He's like, "Why is my VTEC? It just got built, fresh built motor." Da, 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 da. Fucking start ripping into it, looking into it. Come to find out, there is half a motor and engine shavings in the VTEC solenoid because he didn't fucking come prepared. He didn't run his car in his garage. Didn't do his oil change. Didn't look through stuff, clean stuff out. I mean. You're going to have shit like that on a fresh motor. You can't literally just throw a motor in and say, okay, dyno ready. It don't work.
Yeah, like this car, every time I've been into the dyno with this car, pull up to the dyno, double check the plugs real quick, check the timing with the timing light, make sure it's all set. Once it's good, throw it on the rollers. Probably 30 minutes worth of work. And it's on the rollers, does its hits, it's off the dyno. And, just... Granted, I've been around a little bit. I kind of know my way around this stuff, and I know what to expect, how to prepare for things. But even still, man, there's like guidelines on the internet that brand new people can read up on how to prepare for a dyno. And a lot of these kids, they see stuff that might be written by like a domestic guy, like, oh, that doesn't pertain to me.
Well, see, and we've talked about that with our show. Is we talked about doing almost little mini videos for episodes of how to stage a car at the track, how to prep for a dyno, how to, certain little videos like that just to help out the little guy that doesn't have the experience like you do that, now knows what to do.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
And I was going to say that there was this one website I found one time, it was like 2 years ago. I was at DR and I was chilling, I was scrolling, I forgot what website it was, but it was a dyno sheet that that the company I read. It says, before you come to us dyno or book a dyno, print this sheet out and make sure it's 100% ready to go. Send it back to us. Then we'll get back to you because they don't want to waste their fucking time.
Oh yeah.
So I think something even like I think we kind of talk about chat, but they should. Hey, here's the checklist. Before when you DM your tuner and your tuner should go. All right, here's your checklist. I want this all good to go. Yeah. Then come back to me.
Yeah, for
Make sure all this is smooth.
And there are some Honda tuners that do that with that kind of thing. Unfortunately, there's not enough.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, around here, I don't know any tuner that does that kind of checklist. I mean, I've seen them around. I know, especially on the East Coast, some big names like Jeff Evans and D-Rob. They do stuff like that all the time. They have videos on YouTube, you know, explaining everything, how to set yourself up for success. That's the big thing, is set yourself up for success. Why would you want to waste your time and your money because you weren't prepared?
Because they want it right now.
Yeah, exactly. They want it right now.
That goes back to what we were just talking about.
They get in their heads of this like magical number they saw online. Well, this guy made it. Why did I make it?
I think that's the biggest controversy coming to almost building a car is you have that. Oh, well, he's a K20, you know, built all motor, and I have the same thing, and he makes 400, but I only make 390. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I should make 400. Keep going. Okay. I'll put some more time in here, and I'll let that motherfucker fly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And honestly, you can make a dyno read whatever you want.
Hell yeah, you can.
You can make it read anything you want.
Yep.
It's ridiculous how.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, those numbers, they sell parts.
Oh, yeah.
They
do.
They sell, you know, time on a dyno.
Well, just for example, look at when Jamie was doing the all-motor car and JBRE was doing the all-motor car. They were literally posting dyno sheets on their Instagram stories all night long. Oh, I made 400. Oh, I made 450. Oh, I made 600. I made 650. Like, they were bouncing numbers back and forth, and their fucking Instagram blew up that night.
Oh, yeah. That's how you get the followers. That's how you get the clout.
Yeah.
That's how you
but
sell.
It's a number.
That's how
they're selling all their parts and they're making the money. I mean,
Oh,
you can't knock that part. But,
No.
But when you're on that level, that's understandable.
Oh, yeah.
But when you got guys like the HB forums, drives me nuts. Guys will go F20B with H22 head and cams. Show me the numbers, guys. What you guys got?
Yeah.
Like, bro, every setup is different. We can have the same exact setup, and the motors are going to be different.
Oh, yeah,
different
100%.
power, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't...
Oh, the HCB groups are...
It drives me nuts.
Is it anything like the RSX groups?
It's worse. It's worse. Like, you'll literally get the same post almost every other day.
Oh.
I got H23 blue top with H22 head and balance shaft elite and stage 2 cams. What should I make?
Should I go with tuner 2s or pro 2s?
Like, literally yesterday. The
You'll
same
find
post
that
happened
answer.
yesterday.
Yep. Yeah. So it is just about the same with the RSX groups. Yeah. And honestly, I don't know. Yeah, I'm in Facebook jail right now, but you know,
what you count?
Yeah, I'm the main one. But yeah, my Facebook time has dropped off significantly even before that, just because I got tired of all that.
Yeah,
it's seeing the same stuff on in the groups every day.
Deal with so much, dude. I
try to believe it or not, I do try to help people.
Well, yeah, because I've seen them online, and you get people that are, he's a fucking asshole, and why do you do that with your life? Like, you're just here to bash people and this, and it's like, that's just how you take it.
Yeah.
It's not because he's bashing you. It's because he's already tried to help you, or another post has tried to help you, and you still haven't learned.
Right.
If someone's going to tell you 4 different times the same thing, and a week later you're still going to ask the same question, you almost deserve to be bashed.
Those are the worst, and then the ones that just have put zero research into their question, just ask the most basic. I know people start... Everybody starts at the bottom, not knowing a damn thing.
Yeah,
I
get that. I was there. You guys were. We were all there at one point. But I mean, come on, show some freaking initiative. Like, Jesus, you want everything handed to you in your life.
Like, there's literally a thing called Google that you can literally type in any fucking question.
But when it comes to looking up fucking Kim Kardashian or fucking whatever, fucking Kobe Bryant. They know everything about motherfucking Kobe.
Like, believe it or not, but there's more.
Or when the next Jordan
there's more than just porn on the internet. Believe it or not, there's a whole world out there.
There's All Gas Podcast.
Right? Check it out.
Yeah. Share, as much as you share your porn with your buddies, share this, which is really weird that some of you niggas do that shit. Come on, share it.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing right there. It's just like people, like you said, people call me a dick, an asshole. It's like, which is fine. I don't care. Call me whatever you want. you know, what random people I'll never meet think about me doesn't.
Well, that's how. I mean, that's how I've been over the years. Everyone, because I mean, we used to hate each other. I mean, we still hate each other, but you know what I mean. Like,
weird how that works. Right? We fucking hate each other, then we like each other. That's how cool,
a lot of people
still hate each other.
But I've grown up in this shit. I mean, I don't know everything. I'll never know. No one will ever know everything. But I know quite a bit.
Yeah.
So a lot of people do know that. A lot of people are like, man, he really does know what he's talking about in some sense, but he's an asshole.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know everything in the world. I know a bit. Like you said, I don't know everything. I'm not
But
perfect.
you've also put in your time to learn.
I put in the time. I help people that, you know, if they've shown that they've actually done some research and they kind of know what they're talking about, then I just ask me some off the wall dumbass question.
Yeah.
Then I'll give them some help. Like, you wouldn't believe my messenger, how many people hit me up almost daily. Like, hey bro, can I ask you a question? Just ask the question. What? Don't ask if you can ask.
You already asked.
Yeah.
That was your one question.
See, but the thing is, there's some people that get mad that you don't do that. They don't like, you can't just come into my DM and ask, hey bro, what's this better, this or that.
Yeah.
Some of them are asking.
Can't ask what my day was.
Hey, you can ask what my day was or how I'm gonna say what's up. I mean, I kind of see like, hey, what's up, bro? I got a question for you real quick.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you'll put it in one message, not,
Yeah.
hey bro, can I ask you a question?
Yeah. If I see
Hey, so
yeah, if I see something like that, I'm gonna leave you on red. Like that's how I am. It's just like you're wasting my time.
So did you get started on any forums before Facebook, or was it Facebook was your start?
No, I grew up on the forums. I grew up on
Like Honda Tech and B20 VTech
before
and all that shit.
Before that, like B20 VTech, HondaAccurate.net, Super Honda.
Yeah.
Those were the days where.
What was the Sacramento one? There was like a fucking AsianRacers.net or some shit like that.
Okay, maybe not that far.
There was an old school ass one.
Like,
There's all the Sacramento cats.
back then, these soft ass kids on Facebook right now would have a mental breakdown.
It's like if you took like Call of Duty days back in the day.
Yeah,
They
dude.
would fucking
Dude, you had to have
there's
like,
online cyberbullying.
you had to have
you
some
fucking pussy.
You had to have some thick skin to survive on the forums back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that shit was fucking.
And that's the sad part is back then 12s were fucking cool. Now it's like,
oh yeah,
12s, that's cool. Go buy another Mustang.
Like I said, I grew up when the internet was just coming into its own. You know, the message boards weren't really a thing back then. At least not in the way we kind of know them now.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was like like almost like a freaking DOS program almost. You know, it was like,
oh yeah.
But you know, like I said, coming back to, you know, I like to research and read and get online and just find any information that might pertain to something I'm interested in. You know, I grew up in that age where you had to wait 5 minutes for a page to load. You know that now you get it like,
fucking AOL.
Exactly.
Yeah. You wait for 3 boxes.
Yeah.
Stop calling me.
Yeah, my mom had to make a phone call and throw a sandal at me to get off the internet. Like, okay, my bad, shit. You know,
the fucking sandal across the room.
If you told some kid today that's how it used to be,
Right.
they would think you were full of shit.
Right.
Like,
They
there's
would.
no way.
They would.
Yeah, there's like, and then, but first of all, they'd be like, "What's a landline? What are you talking about?"
Well, it's the same thing like your cell phone. Like, you can
Exactly.
Google whatever the fuck you want. When you were at the races, you were at the races. There was nothing but the races. Like, there was no way to look up anything.
You literally have the world at your fingertips,
Fuck yeah,
and
you
you're
do.
not using it.
Yep.
You're like, come on.
That's the sad part.
It drives me nuts because I'll be with like a couple buddies or something, and I'll ask them a question, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know." It's like, well, you got your fucking phone again.
Yeah.
Just Google it, goddammit. So I don't have to pull my phone out because I'm busy doing something.
Right.
Like, fucking Google it.
Yeah, and then if you Google something, you're reading something, you might come across something else that you didn't know.
Oh, hey, I didn't know that this.
Exactly.
Like, oh, oh shit.
I
yeah.
do it on YouTube all the time. I'm watching
yeah.
some racing videos. I'm like, the mating rituals of a freaking swallow. That's
Don't even
interesting.
start that shit. I got fucking text messages from this guy. What the fuck are you watching? I fell down a fucking
Because we both share the link, the
the
account.
all gas
Yeah.
account.
So I went on there for something, and I just randomly saw like this suggestion. I thought, I'm gonna go to the fucking history, see what the fuck motherfuckers are looking up. And it's just some random ass shit.
I work nights. I don't do shit at work.
There's like a country song, and then there's how to rebuild a gun, and then there's how to rebuild a trans, and then there's like a fucking hardcore gangster rap song, and then it goes back to country.
YouTube,
I'm like, what the
YouTube's horrible.
Oh, no, I remember that time I called you and I'm like, and I was talking to him and I'm like, yeah, I'm watching some dudes in
He's like, you ever see the little like Malaysian kids building a hut with a water slide? And I was
I've
like,
seen that.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
YouTube is a rabbit hole of
It is because it literally doesn't keep you going. You're like, Honda Civic is where you start, and then all of a sudden and then with a Malaysian kid building a hut, you're like,
Exactly.
3 hours later, you're watching a
here?
snake eat a rat.
Yeah.
Like it.
What the fuck?
Man, Facebook videos are the same way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my god,
fucking
it's
Christ.
the most random shit. Like I'll be watching something on like MMA or something, and all of a sudden it's some freaking Indonesian kid building the fucking water slide. It's like, what the hell am I watching? But then you can't turn away.
No.
It's freaking.
You're like, I want to
interesting.
watch this shit.
And then you watch the one and you're like, I wonder if they have more.
Yeah.
You search it, you're like,
But then in the back of your mind is like, I might need to know this someday.
I don't think you'll ever.
You too. Okay, so I don't feel bad. Because sometimes I'm like, man, what if I get stranded out in the middle of bumfuck Egypt?
You don't leave Stockton. When are you
I
gonna get?
I leave Stockton.
No, you
I'm in
don't.
Sacramento right now.
For the first time in like years.
I was here last week.
But you ain't gonna go to Malaysia or Indonesia or any
never
of them
know.
fucking.
What if I go to World Cup and get lost in there?
You've never even gone past Texas.
I used to live in Texas. I could get lost in the desert. What if I had to build a cave? I know how to. Hey,
shit.
if I'm a plastic, I know you build a hole and you put a piece of plastic. And you
Rainwater
put
now?
Rainwater, bro. Moisture, son. Yo, that's gonna be fresh
You
water.
can use that sheet of plastic to distill water, salt water. I can watch that on Mythbusters.
There we go. See?
Mythbusters is tight.
Oh
What is this
fuck.
fucking podcast? Random like always.
YouTube.
YouTube.
That's where it went.
You're gonna watch this episode, guys, and before you know it, you're gonna be watching Malaysian, Indonesian.
Right, you're
kids
gonna
building
Google it.
fucking,
I guarantee
you're gonna be googling like
one reviewer is gonna look it up. Guaranteed.
I'm gonna find a link to one and put it in the section
In the
below.
description.
In the description below.
Just make sure you click the right one. You don't want to be watching some weird shit. There's some weird shit on YouTube too.
I'm gonna hide the URLs and make a pick and put one as porn and one as the actual thing.
Oh,
So pick and
fuck.
choose, guys. Choose wisely.
Click at your own, right?
Yeah,
Figure it
figure
out.
Oh fuck. So going from the groups of like Haunted Tech and shit like that, and now Facebook, what do you compare? I mean, do you see it getting worse with people, or do you see it getting better? Or do you see as it goes?
Maybe I'm pessimistic, just because I'm pessimistic like that. But it's gotten worse. I mean, the forum, like I said, the forums. If you never grew up on the forums, you probably won't know what I'm talking about. But the forums were a whole other world. I mean, for the most part, everybody got along. Not like on Facebook. I mean, I'm guilty of it.
Just talking shit. Sometimes I just want to talk shit, or I just want to stir the pot.
Everybody does.
Sometimes like I make a post.
Oh, I do it too.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just make a post. If you guys will aware, I'll make a post just to stir something up. That's my full intention.
You did it today.
And then you get off.
Or no,
and
yesterday.
Then let them go wild.
Yesterday, I seen one pop up today on my phone. It was all 13 hours ago. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing now?
Was it the which one was it?
I don't even remember. I just seen it, and it was like 136 comments. I was like, Jesus Christ, what the hell?
Your phone doesn't vibrate to hell?
No,
He
some
turns
reason.
off the
I don't get
notifications.
notifications for some reason.
Oh.
Maybe I turn. Well, on this account, I don't get notifications.
Well, also, you're in jail, so.
Yeah.
You see
On that
jail get
account.
notifications.
But honestly, that's part of the reason I do it, so I have something to read while I'm at work, or when I'm on the shitter.
Right?
It's like it keeps me occupied.
Hey, you learn your best stuff when you're on the shitter.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you ain't lying about that.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
That's where I do my most critical thinking.
Hey, no, I do that too. I was like, man, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this, and that. I can take a shit. Should got my phone.
Thank God you don't call me about podcasts when you're fucking shitting.
There has been a time we have talked about taking a shit.
All right, so since looking around talking about right,
Or the echo.
I just thought that was your car starting up, but hey, I mean,
Maybe. You ain't lying.
so I passed all that shit. Just looking over it made me think of it. I mean, you just you introduced yourself as LSR dude. You got an LSR. How long you been in LSR? Part of LSR. What got you into LSR?
I've been with LSR, man, I want to say probably 5 or 6 years now.
That was our third LSR guy, huh?
Yeah. You had Tony and then
Tony and
BZ.
Rob.
Should have been more, but
yeah.
somebody kept flaking.
But yeah, I've been there.
All the fearless
I've been
leader.
with
Yep.
I've been with Lightspeed 5 or 6 years now. Back when I started the RSX, and I got in. So kind of get some history in the RSX. That pertains to it. So I had just got out of the military. I had my RSX. I bought it when I was in. It was basic at that point. Stock. It was like bolt-ons. Basic. Didn't even have the wheels on it yet.
Well, so not to stop you, but thank you
Yeah.
for serving, by the way.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah. I bought it in there.
Huh? Oh, you looked up at me like...
No, I was lost. I was like in my train of thought. Then
No, he said he just got a military. And it made me think of that. I was like, wait.
Yeah. So, I was going to school, and I was getting all this school money, so that's when I started, building up the car. Again, basic bolt-ons. I got the wheels at that point. And then I blew the motor in that at the track.
Well, the motor going 13s.
It was a 13.
7?
Oh, it was a 13.
7.
Oh.
I seen your time slips. It was a 7.
Maybe it was a 7.
Did you have a belly pan?
There was no belly pans back then.
There was no requirement. It was a Wednesday night.
There still ain't none this age.
It was a Wednesday night, so no requirements at all. It was a Wednesday night.
I was like, you might have went 13.0 at some point, but I know your time slips were consistent 13.7s.
Yeah.
Because I looked it up today. I was like, I wonder if I could find anything previous to RSX on like your Instagram just for backstory.
Yeah.
And that was all I seen. I seen time slips, and a lot of them were 13.7, and then you got into the 12s.
Yeah. Yeah, I blew that motor. Then I put the K24 in, and then that's when I started bringing it out to the meets and the runs. And my homies at the time, Nemo, he knew some of the Lightspeed guys at that point. This was back when the Lowe's meets were still big, you know, and then, the runs right after Lowe's meets. So he got me to start bringing the car out, just to go to the meets. I wasn't even thinking about the runs at that point. It was just go out to the meets, meet some new people.
He was a car show kid.
He was a
hard parker.
Yeah. I was. I mean, shit, look at the wheels. I mean,
right?
Shit, what can I say? But then, so Nemo brought me around. He knew some of the Lightspeed guys. He knew guys like Red, Mad Max, Peck, Rabizi, those guys. He knew all those guys. And then I just started coming around more, hanging out around those guys, going to the runs, and, it's just, I guess you could say, I put in my time, at the runs. I got to know those guys really good, some of my best friends. Mad Max is really, the guy that brought me in. Mad Max and Rabizi. They're the ones that got me in. It was basically like a nomination process, whatever. Had to get the approval from the OGs.
I was gonna say, did you get jumped in?
No. No.
You had to race somebody and beat them to get in.
But yeah, Ofer, Peck, Chris, he gave me the thumbs up, and I guess from that point on, I've been Lightspeed. Even though I don't rock the sticker now, I'm still Lightspeed. I don't have the sticker on my windshield, but people know who I am. They see the name on the side. They know what LSR is. I don't have to rock the sticker, that doesn't show my allegiance to anything,
Well, it's the same thing like Jeff. Jeff doesn't rock a sticker, and
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
still tell you every day that he's LSR.
Exactly, that's not a requirement to be an LSR. It's, we are family. That's how it is. These guys are my family. I'd do anything for them. The sticker's not a requirement. It's not like envious.
Oh man, don't get me started. Oh, fuck, dude. Don't start.
Oh fuck!
Because there's been some.
I don't know have you seen that meme? I didn't make it. I wish I would have made it.
You like this shit? No, I didn't make it.
But
I wish I would have made it, but it's brilliant. But it's basically like a picture of a car lot. It's like a bunch of Honda Civics, brand new Honda Civics lined up on a car lot, and it says before Envious. And then the next one is after Envious.
Shut the fuck.
The same picture, but with Envious stickers on the windshield. The same exact picture.
Bro, stop it. You want me to start going? Because I will go.
Shit.
Just say go, I swear. I got 3 stories I can tell you right now.
I don't even think that the I don't even want.
Okay.
I don't even think the guy that runs the thing even has a car.
Okay. No, he had a car.
Yeah, back in '92 when he fucking got his license.
Last night, I'm gonna show you. Dude posted up my homie's Accord. It's like a 2016, 2017. Bone fucking stock. Just lowered.
Sick.
Dude fucking comments that he's reposted a picture. He goes, cleanest Accord in the valley. I'm like, it's fucking stock. I'm like, get off his fucking nuts. It's fucking stock, just lowered. My mom's car would look exactly the fucking same if I put lowering springs on it. It's a 2016 Honda Accord. More room. It just lowered.
I can't talk shit on Envious just because I know a few of them. They're actually really good guys.
It's not even about envious.
No, I know. I'm just
that's
saying.
That's a whole other story. I'm just talking about people glorifying these stock-ass fucking cars for nothing.
Well, it's the car show fucking thing. You put wheels wrapped and a fucking air on it, and it's the baddest shit ever.
That's why I don't do the show thing. One, I don't want to sit around on my ass, baking under the sun for 8 hours. Doing nothing.
So you'd rather sit at the track and bake for it.
At least at the track, I'm running it, hopefully.
Right.
Hopefully, disclaimer. I'm running it at the track, I'm doing something, but at a show, every event, every race event that I go to, whether it's here in Sac, Bakersfield, wherever, I never go to the car show side. Just because I don't care for it, you know?
I'll walk through every once in a while. Like, I'll glance over it, and I'll be like, all right, there's a few, maybe something I want to check out, but usually it's like the envious picture. Like, I really don't care, you know what I mean? I'll be like...
I got a couple homies that are into the car show scene, and they actually have work done to the car.
Yeah.
They actually put money into it, in custom fabs and shit.
So
those all go pay respect to those dudes.
We built cars like that. I mean, I've built show cars.
I can respect a car like that, even if it doesn't, run.
Yeah.
You trailer into the show, like, all right, whatever. But if it's cleanly done, well executed, and just not like outright gaudy, then hey, man, props.
Yeah.
Hey, that was the shit in the '90s, though. Body kits, lights.
It was, and that was the era I grew up in. Yeah, and that was a cool thing to do.
I did.
then.
Like, there was a guy went to San Jose Week Fest, and there was a dude that brought out an old ass fucking wagon Accord, orange and gold, fucking body kits, wheels, fucking chrome interior, all kinds of shit. And he won an award because it was like the OG fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool.
I can give props to a well done car, whether it's race, show, whatever.
No, for sure.
That's how I am. I'm like, I'm all over the place.
It's just these. Okay.
The two things that bug me the most.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna say two things. It's probably gonna be bad to say. Sorry if this offends anybody. If I walk out in the car show and they start the limbo or the fucking rev contest, I'm the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
What dun. Are you done?
Hey, when I went to DRN to spectate, some dude won the two-step competition. He didn't have two-step. He was bouncing off the rev limit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
this dude turbo car fucking pop, and
Why?
they chose the fucking rev limit over. I'm like, okay, that's when I was like, okay, I'm fucking done with that shit. I'm done.
well, it's like the limbo shit too. Oh, look, I just dragged the fuck out of the bottom of my car.
Yeah.
With 15 people in the trunk.
What
is cool about that?
That's participation trophy to the extreme, right there.
Oh, for
That's
wasn't that you that I was talking to that about opening a fucking trophy shop? I think I was driving with my boy Steven. We drove by like Wilson's Trophies or something like that, and I was like, man, I bet you those fuckers are flourishing right now. All these participation trophies going around. I bet you they're flourishing with that business.
That's for those kids that weren't good at anything else, and they're still not good at anything. So they had to kind of find something to fall under. It's that niche freaking market. I don't care if you're offended. But yeah, that's my views on it. I don't care.
No, I mean,
that's what I said. To each their own. I mean, if you want to do it, whatever. It's
if you want to be a fudge packer, go for it.
You know,
if that's what makes you happy.
If like you have your name on your car, understandable.
Oh,
it's got mods done to it. It's a nice car. It's fast. It does its thing.
Oh, you don't want the stock maroon Accord on wheels with a fucking sticker saying "Follow me"?
Having Sonic meets driving. That's why I can't go to them. I mean, I go to them, but I get mad at myself every time because, dude, there's fucking stock ass Chokiando cuz, see camo cuz, and it's a stock ass fucking GMC, and it says big this one slow SS truck or whatever, and it's like. It's fucking stock. Of course it's fucking slow. You haven't even put HIDs in the motherfucker. And like stock ass fucking 2018 Accords, that tech gen and this and that. I was like, go fuck yourself.
I'll watch that shit all day over the truck guys.
And that's kind of why I stopped doing the whole meets thing.
Lift in the front.
I mean, I'm not gonna bring this thing out to a meet. I'm not gonna
fucking let's do it.
I'm not gonna throw this thing on a trailer just to go park, in some parking lot and have some fucking kid come up to me and is like, what the hell? What is it? Ask me a million questions. It's like I ain't got time for that. I ain't got the patience for that. So I mean,
they wouldn't know what the fuck they're looking at anyway.
Exactly. I mean,
they'd be like, "Cool, bro, you got carbon fiber."
Like, bragging up though. So this thing's not a show car, but I did win a show one time with this thing.
I was saying, I looked at your Instagram. I think you did.
I won Best Honda at Filipino Fiesta last year.
That makes sense.
And I wasn't even there to accept the trophy. I left early because it was hot and I was sweating my dick.
Oh yeah, I go every year too.
Like if this thing's running when it comes around this year, it'll be there. Just because I want to support. I want to support the
2 months
the cause. It's July.
No, I understand.
I don't think it's July. I think it's like June.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I understand I'm supporting the cause too. Like I'm not much car show guy, but when
I just go to watch all the people.
They had a car show.
Right.
It was like, oh no, I got my whole team as much as we could. Said no, we're gonna go down there. We're gonna fucking support. Wash your fucking cars. Let's go do this. For a good cause. I understand for a good cause, but man, sometimes it's just.
I just go to Filipino Fest to watch everybody throw up after eating all the balut contests. That shit's raw, dude. I ate 15 fucking chickens. Raw. Get it? No, thank you. Right?
You can keep your participant trophy. I don't
No,
want it.
that show's cool though. It's not really a car thing. It's just they do it just to support.
Yeah, I mean, I can get down with something like that. Even though it is hot as shit.
Dude, it's hot every year.
Yeah, but I don't know, the one last year, it wasn't as big as it was previous years from just my quick view of the area.
I was like, it was the year before that Jerry came. I think it was the year before.
Yeah.
Fucking Jerry Lee.
Okay.
I think it was the year before. Because that was the only reason I went. We were talking. She was like, I'm coming to SAC. I was like, all right. Because I think it was the same year she did Race Wars, too. Was it through?
It wasn't there a model at CMI?
This year?
Tatiana or Tiana or
Do you
something?
not know who that is?
Nope.
That's Street to Track's, brother's girlfriend or some shit like that. She used to be a coffee shop girl, and then she became a model, and then she got hooked up with Street to Track.
I just saw her walking, pushing a cart.
She was pushing a baby stroller.
A baby stroller. That's why I was like, and someone said, and I'm like,
Yeah, her and Brandon.
I don't know who that
her and
is,
Brandon
but
had a kid.
I was like, whatever.
Yeah. They're related
So-
to Street Track somehow.
What's the goals for the car?
The goal is just run a 9.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you said that you
Just run- you
had
gotta
a
go for
goal
the
or
goals,
end
yeah.
goal, and
That's
you never...
my goal. I just want to run a 9. I don't care if it's a 9.9999.
Well, you're fucking damn near there. You're
I'm
what, 10-0?
10.04.
10-04.
I'm like 4 thousands?
Yeah.
100 thousands
Yeah.
away. I gotta do quick math there. Sorry, I'm not one of the math Asians.
He can read, he can read, but he
He can
can't.
read
read.
like a motherfucker, but he really can't do
I'm a
that.
Honda Asian, all right. I'm one of them. But yeah, my goal is a simple 9. I don't care how deep or high.
Just
it
9.
is.
You just want to be a 9.
I just want to run a 9, and then after that,
So then you can change your name to 9-second LSR dude?
nah. I don't want to get too. I want to keep it simple for the simple people out there. But yeah, run a 9, and then that's it. I mean, at that point, we'll kind of figure out what's next. Do I want to go faster? Oh, obviously I want to go faster. But
Yeah, I was going to say, no one ever...
yeah, I mean,
You're not going to chase Albert?
no. Honestly, that's a rich man's game right there.
Especially all motor.
That nitro shit that's a rich man's
So,
game.
since we're getting to
Okay.
that, yeah, let's go into that Nitro. What's your opinions on it, and why have you stayed on M5 and not? I mean, obviously money maybe, but what's more? Is it not appealing to you, or
It's not appealing to me.
are you like me with my HCB? I want to do a 10.5 in my
No,
HCB.
just my simple answer is nitro is not all motor.
Nope.
I don't care what you say, what you think. This is my opinion. My opinion reflects me. Nitro is not all motor. I don't care. M1, M5, even M5, because M5 has a little bit of nitro in it, which is actually why I'm considering switching to M1. That's just, I'm a diehard all motor, from the very beginning. It's just something about hearing a Honda motor at freaking 11,000 RPM that, gets my rocks off.
Oh, yeah.
I guess. I mean, not knocking the turbo guys, because those guys are doing some
I said
crazy
there's a
shit.
fat ass fucking turbo right over there.
Oh yeah, there's one over there.
Oh, there's a box right there behind you.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's just not my thing. I mean, have I thought about doing turbo? Oh yeah, every time I fucking look at this thing. But it's just something in me about staying on motor. I like. I guess I like the challenge. The cliche answer.
So it's kind of like this guy, because we talk about it all the time. He's like, man, I don't
Some
know if I
people
want to
want
finish
to go
this.
turbo.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go turbo. Friends keep telling me to go turbo.
Don't make it too easy.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I don't want to. I guess you could say I don't want to take the easy way out.
And that's not knocking the turbo guy saying, "Oh, it's easy," but
Oh, yeah.
in a sense,
But
it fucking is.
At the same
yeah.
time, it's not, though. In the way we are now, you look at, I mean,
No.
not even considering the 4 over there that are running 7s.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking unheard of. But you look at the all motor times right now, and you look at the turbo times. They're fucking so close now.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's in a fucking low to mid 8.
Mm-hmm. And sevens is going to be the new bump.
Oh, yeah.
HDA coming up, World Cup at the end of the year. Sevens is going to be the new 8s.
Well,
I mean, it kind of already is at this
Anybody
point.
that hops on that Abe train, I mean,
Oh yeah, it's these new turbos that are coming out.
yeah,
and,
Abe has that shit down.
Abe's got it down. Freaking yeah. I mean,
Every Abe car is in the 7s.
meeting Abe, and when he was out here last weekend. Prior to that,
Yeah.
with Jeff's car, Jeff's car is running consistent, 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every hit.
Yeah, that thing is it's booking for here in SAC. That's
unheard of.
I mean, guys do it down south all the time, but here in SAC, especially these people that say SAC can't hold the power. inclined to agree with them.
SAC holds the power. It's a lot of people are afraid of SAC. One for the rundown, for the cooldown, the braking.
Oh yeah.
And then our nasty grooves.
Yeah.
Fool don't even pull his fucking chute.
Yeah.
He did a 180 pass and then he pulled a chute.
Well,
Chad pulled it at 150.
It was pretty windy during that time, so you don't want to pull a chute when it's windy. You can take you right into the
all over the place.
But yeah, I mean, that's one of the big complaints we had about Fontana. Actually, was the shutdown was too short.
Oh yeah.
For DRN, those East Coast guys.
And also that left lane. There's, I think we talked about it here before, but there's a nasty fucking groove in there. Because even my car, when I was shutting down at 110, I was, oh shit. Like, it'll catch you off guard too, because you're in shutdown mode. You're like, okay, start looking at the car, and all of a sudden your car just yanks. Fuck.
My very first pass in this car, this motor setup, it went like a 10, 20 something. Very first pass, I was in the left lane, I hit that groove, almost pulled me into the wall. Fucking top of fourth gear. Fucking scared the shit out of me.
That was in SAC, right?
That was in SAC.
Yeah, I seen that one.
I mean, I was in it the whole way. I just fucking had to fucking crank the wheel hard right. I never let off because mom didn't raise no bitch.
I was like, because I've had that discussion with like Jason Parks and stuff, and certain other people down south, and even certain people on the East Coast, why they won't come to the Western race. And they're like, you guys don't have tracks. Your tracks are shit.
Yeah.
They don't want to waste the money to. Well, there's other reasons too, payouts and shit like that. But track wise, they're like, Jason won't come up to SAC. He's like, I love coming to SAC. All the friends, all the fun, all the bullshit. But he's like, that track, he's like, I won't put Ed through it and I won't put my car through.
Yeah, definitely.
He was like, it's unsafe.
Yeah, I mean, Greg's gone 30s there, which is, amazing in itself. 30 alone is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But Greg's done it a couple times and,
I remember him doing it the first time.
Just seeing... I was there too.
Just seeing that guy's got some balls on him to do that here at that track, he's got some balls on him.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about events and tracks, how did you like IFO and SAC? I felt that it was real big improvement from last year at this time.
What?
The events.
IFO in Bakersfield?
Yeah.
Or you mean just in general?
Just in general, just the turnout, the cars.
IFO is always going to be a good turnout because it's IFO.
Yeah. That's the first race of the year.
First big race of the year for California. IFO always puts on a good show. Every time I go, it's always a packed house. The fields are always almost full, which is always a good thing. Everybody comes out for it. And the nice thing about Bakersfield, I guess, it's the midpoint for everybody. It's for LA guys, the NorCal guys. It's the midpoint, so everybody kind of comes together. Here, like especially this last CMI, what was it, last weekend?
Yeah, last weekend.
That was, man, the way that was handled. It just, I know they don't really care at this point, because they're on the tail end of the track being open or whatever.
Yeah, but nobody.
I mean, just
the sad part of that is they don't know that though. Like it's been announced, but they don't know. They don't have an official. It's closing today or it's closing next year. Or it's one of those throw up in the air.
It's really weird that they didn't have like IFO didn't have a 1260, and then SAC usually has 1050, 1150, 1260 or 60s 50 whatever. They didn't have a 1050 this year.
Probably didn't have the turnout
the
for
CMI. Last event that I raced in, what was it, in October or whatever? The last one I did, that one had full 10, full 11, and full 12.
Yeah.
No, 12 was half full, I think. Because Tony broke, a couple people broke, whatever. But the 1050, that kept going all night. So I thought, wow, that class is really, really good because it was turning out good. So it was really weird. That also was another company's event too.
I was just saying, a lot of people don't run March Mayhem though, because it's usually really cold or really windy. Same thing with winter warm-ups. A lot of people don't like doing it. So the faster guys that are running 1050s, they won't fucking put the chance. I mean, like he said, you open a chute with that wind, you're fucked.
Yeah, it was really windy that day.
Yeah.
And fucking bipolar ass weather too, because it was cold and it was hot. Yeah. It was cold and it was hot.
And the track management, like I said, the way that Tony set up, didn't have the ladder set up, how they had random pairings.
They never had the ladder set up right though.
I mean, they used to.
Years ago.
It's only, honestly, the last couple events that I've noticed, they've done that whole random pairing thing. And that just makes no sense to me. And then also, at the end of the day, like the very last in the finals,
IFO did the same shit. Our buddy that's a HW Nitrous was running the all motor crew.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the funniest shit ever.
I mean, he ran like shit, but still, he literally is a nitrous car running in the all motor class.
At CMI?
No, at IFO. We were all shocked. We were like, what the hell?
What did he didn't even do anything.
No, he ran like 13.2s.
Oh, so yeah, he was at 13, so.
He didn't run shit.
And that was another.
But he did good when he came to sack, though.
Yeah.
He got the bugs
He got
worked
it,
out.
yeah.
That was the other thing
You know
that
what's crazy though? He only changed the header. That's all he did was change his header.
Yeah, fucking day of, too.
Yeah. He said he didn't change nothing else on the car, didn't tune nothing up, didn't touch nothing. All he literally did was
Knowing
change the
him, he
header.
probably didn't change plugs or nothing.
Probably not.
But yeah, one other thing that I noticed this last CMI was there were a lot of cars in like the index and the bracket classes that should have been in like front wheel drive.
Oh, for sure.
Like, there were
I saw
dudes-
that, too.
There were dudes with like 10-0 dial-ins. I'm like, me and Jeff were talking about that in the lanes,
See.
in the staging lanes. And we're like, dude, these guys should be in the front wheel drive class so we can have
Or
like,
in the turbo class.
or in the turbo class, yeah.
So
Because I don't know.
I've preached on this over and over and over, and everyone keeps disagreeing with me, but I swear this is what it is. You watch that happen. So say you show up to All Motor.
Mm-hmm.
You know your car's, say, a consistent 1050. You go there and you see Albert there that's a consistent low 9s. Are you going to run All Motor and just chance that he fucks up or he breaks? Or are you going to run your 1050 class and win?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I'm going to run the all motor.
Okay. Most people want that win. They want that participation trophy or they want that money.
Yeah.
So they're not going to run All Motor.
Yeah.
They're going to go that 1050 class and say, woohoo, look what I did.
I understand that point of view.
But that's what happens a lot.
Oh, yeah,
now.
no,
it's a Band-Aid.
I
It
told-
sucks.
But,
I-
if you're going to a 1050 class, into the 1050 index, or sport four-wheel drive, it's laddered.
Yeah.
You know how ladders work. I mean, some people
Yeah,
don't, but
anything can happen.
anything can happen.
You know, like what was it? IFO. A couple weekends ago when Jeff went up against Ed. Everybody was like, "Oh, Ed's got this in the bag. Ed's got this in the bag."
No,
That was one hell of a race, dude.
I knew.
A
he
lot of
didn't.
people did.
I mean,
That's what a lot of people were saying, right?
Yeah.
And then, because you know,
Well, it's because FCS is more famous.
yeah, they see
than
FCS
Jeff.
and then they see this black Integra. They're like,
That-
"Who the fuck is this guy?"
Well,
Nobody
Yeah.
knows who Jeff is.
Exactly.
They still don't know. They know
Exactly.
his car just beat FCS, but they still don't know who
Exactly.
Jeff is. Like we were talking the other weekend about being on here, and he's like, I don't know, man. He's like, I really like being the small guy. He was like, I don't really like to be out in the open. He's like, I just like to race.
Yeah,
And
I'm the same way. But you know, everybody was expecting FCS to have a clear victory,
Oh,
and
yeah.
look what happened. Shit happens. in
Honestly,
racing.
if Fat Kid didn't blow up his motor,
That was gonna be one.
That
hell
was
of a
gonna be
race.
a final.
Oh, yeah.
That was gonna be a fucking
Oh yeah,
final,
we
dude.
were talking about it beforehand. You know, right before we pulled up to the lines, we were talking to Fatty and those guys.
yeah.
And they were just as excited to be racing, you know, Jeff as Jeff was to be racing them.
Yeah.
Because you know we're all friends. We
Oh,
all
yeah.
know each other. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's friendly competition. You know, you want to see your friends do good.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's-
You always want your contestant or your competitor to run a PB.
Right.
Yeah.
Every pass, you want to see that
Right,
PB.
'cause-
You don't want to see it have a finals like it did, where he was blown up, couldn't even go anywhere, barely could start his car. That's no fun. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, because especially after you put in so much effort to get there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean those hats off to those guys. You know, Fatty, the Roach
Shout out Think
brothers.
Fat Racing and Ken's Racing,
Yep.
the Roach Brothers. Yeah, shout out to the Harley Brothers too, man. They showed us
Yeah,
mad love.
I
out
love
there.
those guys. You know, every time they're in town, they stay here. You know, we hang out, we party
Yeah.
up, we grill, we do everything.
TFTI.
I mean, what's that?
TFTI.
next time.
Sorry,
I
next
don't know next time they're coming up, but yeah, every time they're in town,
They were going to come up till he blew his motor.
Yeah.
And then he was pushing for IFO because they got IFO tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then Vegas after that. So
Yeah, we love those guys. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just like it. That's friendly competition. You see all this shit online, the shit talking, the back and forth. But you go to the track.
But if you go to the pits, it's a whole other story.
Exactly.
Oh,
you go
yeah.
to the pits, none of that exists. It's
Nope.
ever like, hey man, can I borrow this? Can I borrow that? Like, hey, here you go.
well,
now,
look at okay. So
They're friends,
just for
you're
example,
friends into the front line.
I mean,
That's starting line.
everybody knows that like Speed Factory Aaron is good friends with Fatty. But just in the pit, for example, Aaron comes down from Washington, blows up his transmission, locks it up, everything happens. Pulls it out right then and there, takes it over to fucking Fatty. Fatty re-welds the transmission, throws it back in, didn't get it done in time, but you know what I mean? You go pit to pit to pit. People don't see that.
exactly.
Everyone's like friendly. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's
There's-
what you portray online, and then
Oh,
there's
yeah.
how things are on in the real world.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it. Now there might be exceptions to that.
Well, shit. Look at So let me look at like online. Look at Chad and Jason.
Yeah.
They've been fighting for fucking years upon years. IFO, they were pitted right next to each other. Didn't say a fucking word to each other. But no problems, no issues. They just came here to race.
Exactly, and that's all it comes down to is
Jason's bumpers were there. Fucking savage ass.
and that's really what it boils down to is we're all here to race. You know, leave all that beef online. You know, continue that shit online. you see each other face to face. You've known each other for years.
Oh yeah.
We're all. You might not like the guy, but then you still show that mutual respect.
Yeah.
I mean, and then talk shit behind his back, whatever. But yeah,
So I know when you're gonna talk shit.
Right.
About, right?
Oh, he's going on the R6 group tonight.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Fuck that. No, fuck that guy. Fuck that show.
Dear team. But no, it's a totally different world. Like I said, the online community. That's how you get the followers. That drama.
Oh yeah.
And personally, I like reading that shit. Sometimes, but then when it starts getting crazy and it's like 100,000 fucking, replies, it's whatever. But that's how people get followers. That's how.
The East Coast shit?
Oh, especially East Coast shit.
East Coast.
Because honestly, I don't care. That does not pertain to me. What those guys are doing. Hey, that's your hustle. Hey, more power to you. Go do it. I'm not gonna knock your hustle.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the only like shit talking from the East Coast shit I'm just tired of is. Oh, East Coast has the fastest fucking cars on the planet. West Coast ain't
we had
shit.
to deal with that for
I'm just
Christ, dude.
Bro, like.
And then he said, what did that dude tell you? He said something about it didn't start on the West Coast or something. It's like,
oh, yeah.
Really?
He was like, import
Okay.
racing didn't start on the West Coast. They don't know shit. I was like,
okay,
wow.
you don't fucking.
I was like, yet all your East Coast people
I'm
are
telling
coming
you,
to the
we're in the
West?
car going to iPhone. I'm like, stop fucking arguing with this people. Just stop. Like,
It was
it's no
entertaining.
point. No point. It's like, fuck, dude. Like, obviously the kid doesn't know shit. And he's got
Just because he had 100 followers doesn't mean he didn't know shit.
And that's what I told him. I snatch his phone. I go, look at the dude's page. I go, bro, if you don't fucking leave this alone, he's got 200 fucking followers on a blocked page. Fucking, he's trying to troll you, if anything.
No.
Fuck, dude.
He was on that dick.
Oh yeah, he was retarded, but
Yeah, like.
there is trolls like that that do that shit.
Oh yeah, guilty. Y'all haven't seen some of my other.
Your pages ain't blocked though, huh?
You haven't seen some of my other
Oh,
accounts,
fuck,
so
here we
yeah.
go.
I've only seen
I'm gonna
two.
need to
I've
see
seen the
your
main
phone,
one and the fucking Star Trek one. What the fuck?
No,
what
Charles
the-
Xavier.
Yeah, Charles Xavier. Excellent.
I picked that one specifically because I've been getting in people's heads.
That's the only two that I know of.
No, I had like 6 or 7 at one point.
Jesus Christ.
Because I kept getting banned from the same.
You need a
groups.
job that makes you actually work and not play on the internet all fucking
I'm sorry,
day.
my job consists of more than asking you if you want to upsize to medium or large.
Hey, whoa! I have a government job. Goddammit! I probably make more than both of you.
Good job.
No,
Jesus
but
Christ.
I have a lot of free time at work.
So do I.
So, I mean, what can I say?
Guilty. I spend most of my time fucking driving for work.
Me too.
We're not even a driving company.
You know what I mean?
Me too.
I sit the fuck on my toolbox and just.
Yeah, I'm a driver. I'm a delivery guy. Throw that out there. But in between stops, I got plenty of time. Fuck, I get paid by the hour. I don't
100
care.
parts you've stolen. Full season K tune box. Go, that's going home.
Not that kind of delivery.
Whoops. Damaged on delivery.
Return.
This says M Factory. That's a K Series part number. I'm gonna need that.
Hey.
Motherfucker.
Oh shit. Shit, I don't even know.
How long you had this car?
Yeah.
This car I've had for, oh man, my memory's terrible. So I want to say,
Yeah, so how long have you been in the process of start to finish building wise?
building this car,
Yeah.
I would say 3 to 4 years. So I bought this car off of Mad Max, my good friend. He parted out the car. He was getting out of the scene, and the shell came up, and I had the opportunity. He gave me a killer deal on it. And just knowing the lineage behind this car, 7th Street, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I had to jump on it. I actually, after my RSX got stolen, I had bought an Integra because my goal at that point was a street car, and I've always been a.
Is it that Integra?
No, that's the homies, but
Okay.
it was an Ellis Integra. So, be upfront, the Integra has always been my favorite Honda of all time. Ever since I was a kid, when I first got into it, I always loved the body style of the Integra, the 3rd gen Integras with the bug eye headlights. I know some people don't like it, some people like the JDM front end, but I like the bug eye with the OEM lip kit and Type R wing, simple. Champ white too, so that's my favorite color.
I love white cars.
But yeah, so I had the Integra, and my goal at that time was a simple street car, K-swapped at the point. And then one of my boys, Sammy, was like, you're not gonna put a hood exit in that thing. No balls. I was like, what I do? I bought a fucking hood exit. I was like, all right, you're gonna no balls me? I'll do it. So, and then the opportunity to pick up this shell came around. I picked this up, sold that shell, and then he was like, no balls, you're gonna do a lean. I was like, oh, here we go again. So I went lean because John had lean mounts in this thing too. So it was like, all right, why not? And I just loved the way it looked when I first seen his. I'm like, that looks sexy as hell with the ITBs.
And Jack makes some nice ass fucking
And
mounts.
the Jack is the man. Shout out to Myers. You're my boy. Probably your best customer. I've had like 5-year headers. So
I'll say between you and Jeff, I think you guys both kept him in business.
oh yeah. But yeah, that's kind of how this thing started. Because when I first bought this, the same thing, street car. Just keep it a street car. And then it slowly snowballed into.
Then you need
Do
another
you drive
daddy.
on the street? I don't think so.
I've driven it up and down the street here.
I don't think that goes on the street.
Yeah, that's a little side exit right there, a fender exit.
Yeah. Then, like
You
I
can
said,
get away with it though.
Oh, I probably could.
Just
not.
don't do a pool.
Well, this thing's got like a 2-gallon tank on
Yeah, you ain't
methanol,
going
so
nowhere.
I'm not getting.
I want to see you at a red light trying to go.
If anything, I'll go to the gas station down the street. That's about it. That's as far as I'll go.
He's like, I'm gonna go get a pack of cigarettes. I'll be back.
Fuck, I hate
But
your neighbor.
yeah, I mean, this project started as a simple street car, and it snowballed into this freaking money pit. But yeah, so I'd say probably 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
The blown motors have really set me back.
Yeah.
Like I said,
And, it's always a kick in the
So-
nuts.
if you get yourself a different brand.
You mentioned that. What's some of the struggles? I want to start kind of asking more of the guests of what's one of your struggles you faced building this, so that younger dudes or something can understand. Say, fuck, he had to deal with that. The behind the scenes shit that no one sees.
Yeah.
What's something that you've had besides blowing motors? Maybe something, or maybe it is blowing a motor. What's a struggle?
I think, man, one of the biggest struggles is have a good group of people behind you, because you can't do this alone.
Support group.
If there's nobody that has built a car of, I wouldn't even say this caliber, but higher calibers that did it all themselves, from fabrication, wiring, building a motor, building a tranny, tuning, paint, body work.
Yeah.
There is nobody out there that has done everything themselves. And if they say it, they're fucking lying to you. All right. There's no way I would have been able to do anything like this if it was just me. Because, I'm a freaking monkey with a wrench. I lefty loosey, righty tighty. That's as far as I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you gonna build yourself a header?
No,
you gonna
fuck
fucking
no.
machine yourself a motor?
That's what I'm saying. I got a great fab guy, in Jeff. I got a great company. Yeah, I said it. That builds my motors.
Damn, is there some guy I don't know? You got a new company, didn't you? No.
4-piston, shout out to 4-piston. Luke, Josh, those guys.
He's wearing a shirt that is 4-piston motors.
Exactly. Yeah, take that shirt off. Actually, leave it on. Leave it on.
I support this guy. I don't support the motors. And I'm pretty sure he tunes other company motors also. Thank you very much.
And
I'm pretty sure he tunes whoever gives him fucking.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And honestly, that's one of the things is, everybody's going to have their supporters. Everybody's going to have their detractors. And that's fine, Like, I will never, ever tell somebody, oh, you have to buy this. You have to run this.
I just talk shit on them guys because of Luke. Talk shit on everybody about racing, and that motherfucker ain't even got a car. He got a fucking brand new Type R. That's it.
Yeah, there's a lot of backstory to that too that I won't get into because it's not my place. All right,
No,
I know. I don't know everything.
Just like
about
my
that,
troll post I had from him after fucking World Cup last year. It was literally TB's Integra and a fucking light up keyboard. And I said this was his fucking ride.
Yeah.
That's all. Other than that, no, he makes great products. I won't ever knock him for that.
They've never done me wrong. They've shown me nothing but love, and I'm just some nobody out in California buying their, spending way too much money on their shit.
Shitload of nobodies in this. fucking
Hey, all got
well, that's what this show is for. Is to take the nobodies and get the story out.
Yeah.
So you become a
Yeah,
somebody.
and I appreciate that.
We're gonna help you be IG famous.
We're gonna help with.
We're gonna help with the list, even though it's called Fall.
IG famous sir or
Yeah, famous Earth.
Well, you're not IG famous though. You're only Facebook famous.
yeah.
You got to get the IG numbers up.
Yeah. And again,
Yeah,
I
don't
don't
make me
care
have to go
about
look
that.
at your post and go, don't listen to him, Kevin. He's only got 500 followers.
Yeah, but going back, to the struggle is like I said, nobody can do this by themselves. You gotta have it's a team effort. You go to any race, you go to any pits, there's nobody there by themselves. They have their team with them. Whether it's just, their brother, sister, uncle's cousin, or whatever.
Or even just their wife.
Even just their wife and their kids, they have a support a support mechanism for them to fall back
Look
on.
at like you and Pookie. Pookie's always there to help you put your wheels together, drink your sodas, and eat your hamburgers.
Yeah,
but he's always there to help.
And blow up my phone during fucking podcasts too.
Yeah,
like call and text me right now.
Like right now, obviously my car's not running, but if Jeff's at the track, I'm at the track. You know, I'm helping him in the pits.
Shit, you travel all the way to fucking Bakersfield to go to IFO, and now you don't have a car there.
Yeah, I came down freaking last minute on a Sunday morning. You know, I had the day off. Like, what am I gonna do? Oh, there's an IFO.
I would drive 3 hours just for the fuck of it.
Yeah, I'll hit the road. And then, you know, I'm in the pits helping these guys, you know, whether it's just taking the bumper off after passes or hooking up his battery chargers or whatever, or being his camera guy in the lanes or whatever, you know?
You don't need to be his camera guy. You need to be Rob's camera guy. That motherfucker takes more selfies than any person I fucking know.
No, the funny thing
Helping Jeff. Helping this guy.
I give
me and Abe are cool.
I even got to stop your Rob easy.
See?
I give Rob a lot of shit about that because he has this stupid expensive camera that he always brings to the track with him, but he never busts it out. It's always in the back of his car. Like, why do you bring the camera if you don't use it? He's like, you never know. Like, I do know. You're not going to use it. And like, you're too busy pitting for Jeff or doing whatever else. I don't know why you even bring it. You want me to take it? I'm going to be taking pics of my dick and leave it on there. You're going to find him like,
we're going to go take his memory card out and be like, why is there a chopstick on here?
Hey, I'm a grower, not a show.
Fucking YouTube all over again.
But yeah, if my biggest piece of advice is find a group of guys that love what you love and do it. If this is something you really want to do, then just do it, you know? Shit, yeah, it's expensive. You could be a freaking drug addict but you're doing cars instead. But there's some that are do both, so whatever.
That's kind of like, I decided, for this CMI, I didn't bring my car. I asked my group, said, who wants to go on the trailer? On truck and trailer. Yeah. My buddy Kang said he wanted to go, and so I said, okay, well. He goes, hey, can I borrow your skinnies and slicks? I said, yeah, because he didn't have them.
Oh, yeah.
So I let him, because, he has slicks, but he had no skinnies, so I said, yeah, you just take mine or whatever, and brought the car to my house the night before, prepped that shit, fucking got everything ready to go, threw it on a trailer, met with the guys in the morning, we went out, and he ended up winning second, if he didn't miss third. But, he did good. Yeah. For like, third time in the car?
Yeah.
I had more seat time before I got even that far.
Yeah,
car, but it was like a team effort. Like, we had my little nephew fucking checking tires. I was, making sure he was lined up straight and doing everything, it's a team effort.
Yeah.
And I try to show these guys, like, man, you gotta have a team.
For sure. Every successful race program out there is a team.
Yeah.
It's a race. It's literally in the name. It's a race team. I don't care who you are. You're not doing this by yourself. Financially, yeah, sure, probably. It's coming into your pocket.
Well, not even always, though. Say you have a team like, LSR. Say you get your car so fucking far and you need wheels. I guarantee you can call someone in your team and be like, hey, I want to make tomorrow's event. Can I borrow your wheels? They'll be like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
That's true. But then you're borrowing them.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, but you're still getting somewhere.
But they're still helping you out in a section.
Yeah. And I do that all the time too. I couldn't tell you how many times I've lent wheels or.
Hey man, can I borrow your motor?
I was gonna say there ain't no wheels on this car right there. So did you lend them out already?
Yeah, sure. If you want to borrow it, you break it, you buy it.
Oh fuck.
And
that's gonna break.
Yeah, exactly.
We already guaranteed.
There you go. According to your theory. So,
hey,
leave me a deposit.
I don't have to have a theory. It's already proven.
Hey, those were so okay. So the first one was not even theirs.
I know.
The first one was not theirs, and that one was. We still don't know what kind of happened with that one. It just kind of shit the bed.
Because that was right after Dyno, right?
That was literally 10 minutes pulling off the dyno, and my dumbass goes to do a burnout and valve right through the exhaust. The second one was totally my fault. Nothing.
We talked about that.
I don't care who you are. If you do a money shift like that, you're fucking something up. I just so happen to shoot a rod through both sides of the box. So totally my fault. I take full onus on that. That's my bad. And this third one, yeah, again, my fault most likely. So
you forgot to install something, didn't you?
Which one?
The third one.
No, I had a flywheel come loose. So
that's what it was. Right.
Yeah, I can't blame nobody but me on that one. Yeah.
Use correct tools, people.
Yeah.
Torque specs will save you.
Loctite and torque specs.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure I did, but then again, who knows? There's no use.
Isn't that kind of common in K series though?
What? I hear
flywheels coming loose.
I hear
that all the time.
So there's a reason though. a lot of people use the wrong bolts. Because when you're switching over to twin disc, you have to run certain bolts. When you switch over to super singles, you have to use certain bolts. I'm just saying, some people will have that theory of, I can run D-series bolts, or I can run this, or I can run that.
Some people will swear by that, but then a lot of people also swear by brand new OEM bolts with Loctite, with the right amount of torque. Which is what I did with this motherfucker, but it's still,
So you're saying don't do that?
I'm saying
use different color Loctite.
Do what you feel is necessary.
Use red, not blue.
Everything is at your own risk.
Right. Did you look at the expiration date on your Loctite? Because it expires.
Does it?
Do they really?
Yes, they do. I actually found that out last night. I was stealing some from work, and I looked at the back of it, and it was like expires 2/21. I was like, shit, I won't use this much Loctite by then. Fuck.
Yeah. I don't know.
We got the big old tubes. I was like, I won't use all that.
Yeah. I don't know. So
just refill the little ones.
Yeah. This is my bad. So, but that's how you learn. You know? Unfortunately, it's kicking the nuts, but that you get sometimes you got to learn the hard way. It's been really hard for me. So, maybe I'm just stubborn.
So speaking of tracks, SAC, IFO, what's been your favorite track that you've either raced at or been watching other people race at, or?
Just strictly watching would no doubt, hands down, be freaking Maryland World Cup. Yeah, that is. I don't know if you guys have ever been, but
this year.
That's amazing. Like you go like not last year, but 2 years ago was my first time going out there. Me, Rob, and one of our homies from down south. We went out there, first time out there, and just seeing how that event is run compared to anything we've ever seen out here, IFO, CMI, whatever.
Look who runs it.
Yeah,
Chris Miller puts on an amazing fucking
I wouldn't
event,
say
dude.
it's night and day. It's like compare the events that we've been to out here in Cali to like the Caveman, and out there to freaking today. It's so
compared
crazy.
to your stock Accord on wheels, Canopy Nationals. No,
it's exactly the way it's structured, because they have everything structured so down to the minute, how things are going to run. If a car breaks, they have 20 guys running onto the track to pull the car off.
I was going to say, I remember watching the World Cup this year, watching that happen. Someone broke, and you literally had someone on the track pulling them off. Someone on the track sweeping, like a tractor going down.
It was like a legit NHRA.
You go out, trust me, when you guys go out there this year and you see that, you're going to be like, wow. Why can't we have?
Well, the thing is, at SAC too, and they're like, "Oh, we had an oil down." It's like, well, why don't we all just get some fucking brooms and go out there and help? Because they can't afford the crew. They don't. Well, they probably could afford it, but they don't want to pay them. Okay. Why don't some of us just fucking get brooms?
Tony can afford it.
Oh yeah.
And fucking hop.
Did you not see Tony's funny car?
Oh yeah.
Tony can afford it.
Yeah. So I mean, that is just amazing. Like like I said, first time I went out there and I saw that, I was like, wow, this is how an event should be run.
That's how racing should be.
That's how any type of racing should be done. Whether it's import, domestic, crossovers, freaking whatever.
We say that all the time for structure-wise, though, because going to SAC, IFO, DRN, whatever, any of it, you watch ladder setups, race setups, all that, and it's like, this is not set up right.
Right.
Like, this could be ran way smoother.
Yeah.
Like last weekend, we had like 3 oil downs right in a row. And I literally turned to Tony, I was like, why don't you enforce belly pans? He's like, I can't. He's like, I've tried. He was like, they don't do it. He was like,
you can enforce belly pan. If they don't have it,
it's because he can't because of money.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you kick out everyone that won't run a belly pan, then you won't have anyone there. And that's one of the main reasons people like going to SAC, because they can get through tech like nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to have a battery tie down? Fuck yeah! I can run my eBay helmet? Fuck yeah!
Hey, shout out Mason and Fat Kid 661. My boy came all the way from Bakersfield. He gets the car off the trailer, just warming up. He's fucking stressing tech. I said, bro, this is the closest street you ever gonna get. Right. I was like, motherfucker, I'll be surprised if they pop your hood.
Yeah.
And so we go there, right? He's like,
got sweated, though.
Can you go tech with me? I'm like, yeah, I got you. No, because of fucking numbers, that's all. So
figures.
Yeah, they fucking got mad because his numbers wouldn't come off the fucking plexiglass. So, yeah, they wanted to rewrite them. So we go there. Tony asked him, he's like, hey, you got your helmet and fire suit? He goes, yep. So he fucking pulls him out, never fucking inspects it, doesn't pop his hood, walks right by him, and then he goes to talk to us about the numbers. So then we went back to the pit, fucking clean off the fucking, literally scraping off with our nail, the fucking thing. Go back, and he goes, "You really didn't pop my hood." I was like, "I told you he wasn't going to."
No?
He's like,
Yeah.
"Damn." He goes, "I was stressed." I was like, "Bro,
Yeah.
fuck here."
Nope.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't care until you break certain numbers.
Mm-hmm. And even then, there's just gonna be like,
And he has a cage, so that he didn't. I think because like it looks like a decent car, so they didn't really push. And he had a
Damn,
cage
what a
in there.
hater. Looks like a decent car. Sorry, Mason.
That's
Your
not
car
what
is
I-
decent. It's
that's
okay.
not what I meant.
Fuck this guy. Yeah,
It's not
neighbor
what I
over
meant.
getting kidnapped or what?
Fucking sound like it.
some stupid ass dog.
Fucking hood.
Yeah, when you live in the hood,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think's your favorite track that you've raced at?
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield?
Bakersfield. Just the layout. It's a lot more room out there. The shutdown is a lot longer. I mean, here at SAC, first time I brought this car out at SAC, I mean, you guys know the freaking shutdown is so bumpy.
Oh, yeah.
And a car like this, or a sport 4-wheel drive car, something like that. When you're hard on the brakes at like fucking 180 miles an hour, and you got a bumpy ass, shutdown and a almost gravel return road, it sucks. I banged the oil pan on this thing a couple times just coming down the return road. Just cruising down.
I
the
think a
return road.
lot of people that have had accidents at SAC is because of that, honestly.
Mhm.
Because a lot of accidents are top end track.
Oh, yeah.
They're not,
Yeah,
half of the track. They literally are top end of that track.
Yeah, and obviously they're not going to do anything to fix it.
Not until they decide if that track's going to be around forever or
Yeah,
not.
'cause at this point they're like, well, what's the point? But I mean, I love SAC just because it's so close and it's my home track.
Yeah, it's home to me.
Been going there for years,
Yeah, it's home track.
obviously. But on I guess performance wise, Bakersfield hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish we could get to like what is it, Sonoma, but that's just not in the cards at all.
yeah.
I mean, you can, but that's the thing is you have
But that's
to
what
literally...
that's what we talked about. That you can go race this car there, yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
But
It's
they're not
for-
going to let us have a whole event,
Right.
whole
Honestly,
import event in a sense.
I think if you were to take a good CMI supporting and take, 20, 30 cars and say, go to Sonoma on a normal event and make them see what our cars are doing.
Mm-hmm.
When you have cars that are actually running consistent times, not breaking, not oiling down, not being piles of shit, they might respect you at that point. But right now, all they see is the shit that lives out there that comes out there and oils down the track every pass.
Yeah. Like, have you guys been out there, Sonoma?
Not in years.
Not for. Well, I went to go watch the Pro Stock.
Yeah, like I've been to an NHRA event there, and now that track is amazing.
Yeah.
No, that shit
That's
is dope,
world
dude.
class
That's
right
just
there.
world class, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That was the first time I seen actually in person and hearing the screech of the tires going backwards.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking crazy.
Oh, on the tractor.
yeah, you can hear that in the pits. Like,
Oh
You're like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is that?
they have. That's the kind of tractor they have in Maryland.
Yeah, they have.
Well,
those.
they have that
Because
in,
you watch it on. I watched it online.
Well, they have it in Fontana, too.
Yeah, but the first time I ever seen it
Oh,
was in
yeah.
Sonoma. So
I say Fontana does that, too.
Yeah.
Their track part's nice. That track just sucks.
Yeah. I haven't ran at Fontana yet. I would like to someday.
I'm not fast enough to figure out if it's a good track or not.
I mean, you'll never know.
Well,
until you
watching
go out
all the fast guys
No,
go in
I
the
went
right
there. I
lane.
went there. We went there in October
Last year.
for Drag Race Nationals. I took my car down there.
there. Okay.
I couldn't drive for shit, but came home second.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to bleed a clutch.
Practice makes perfect.
I don't even
you
think
know?
it's that.
It's got to be something.
Practice makes perfect. That's all I can say.
Oh
you
no,
know?
for sure, yeah.
I mean, if you're so easily defeated that one bad outing makes you give up entirely, then
No, I brought it back
yeah.
to SAC next weekend.
I'm speaking in general.
Yeah.
In general.
We literally were sitting there on the phone. We were like, should we go to SAC next weekend? Well, I didn't spend that much money and I won. And then we popped a tire. We were like, I don't know about SAC next weekend.
On the way home, we're like, fuck, SAC looks like it ain't gonna happen. I didn't even get cash. I got a check that was predated. Or
He
post-dated.
really did.
Nice.
We were sitting there and we thought Peck Peck was joking. But we literally got the check and he was like, hey, don't cash this till Tuesday. And we were like,
What the fuck? I look at the fucking check and straight up and the next day. I'm like, motherfucker.
it was just him trying to wait till all the event,
Yeah.
money got situated. But I was just like, I literally thought he was joking. I was like, what the fuck?
So I turned it into the fucking ATM, right? And like 2 weeks later, I'm like, how the fuck I get $200 for it? What the fuck? How did I get deposits? I look back. Whatever. Money's money. Don't fucking.
Yeah.
And then the next day I go, the fucking check. It went there.
Oh, funny. What so since you're an all motor guy, Is that your favorite class to watch when you go?
It is.
Is it?
Yeah. Like in Maryland, we'll stick around for like the sport four-wheel drive and the all motor class, and just bounce after that. For me, that's the most exciting because honestly, it's the.
You don't like watching the Daco?
Yeah.
That thing is fucking gnarly though.
But
holy shit!
Speaking just in Honda terms, it's the closest side-by-side racing out of like say like H-Day or World Cup.
I think that's what made Jeff and Jason's race so fucking cool was that race was so close.
Yeah, that's what makes racing exciting is the side-by-side racing. When the cars are so evenly matched, it all comes down to the driver. That's the X factor.
Yep.
When you think about it.
I think that shit's cool. Mm-hmm. Everyone's like, he ran a 9 and he ran an 11. Hell yeah. And I'm like,
yeah.
Cool.
When you blow a guy out, then, I
mean, it's cool to gap somebody.
Yeah,
but
it's cool for the driver, and it's cool to watch sometimes, but...
It's good for the cred.
Exactly.
The Instagram famous bullshit.
Exactly. When you can throw on the hazards on something. Yeah. But what brings me back to it, and, is, like I said...
I wonder how people would get that.
Not too many, probably. But, yeah, that's
I mean, people that actually watch this show. Yeah. There's not too many.
Yeah. But, again, that's what brings me back to it. Just that excitement.
Good old Tom Cream.
And, it's amplified by like a million when it's your homie out there doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like me. I watch races, and I'm like, even at, SAC this last weekend, I watched everybody race. I filmed everybody this weekend. I spent a lot of time on the starting line. I don't think I left the starting line this weekend.
I don't think you did either. That's why you're in so many videos.
Dude, fuck. And, dude, I was hurting the next day. My legs were hella sore. I was like, fuck, I need to put a chair at the starting line. But watching, I mean, you listen to me in videos too, like certain people, I'll be like, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. But like when it's people I know, like you really hear me, like I get excited. I cheer for who the fuck, I'm supporting. Oh, yeah. I support the whole class because I support racing. But when it's somebody I know, it's a close race. Like when I watched Mason and fucking Pip race.
Shout out Pip and Mason.
Dude, I was yelling that whole fucking race. I was ecstatic, dude, because they literally, it was at, what, 10-8, 10-8?
Yeah, it was 10-80. They went 10-80 side by side.
Something like that.
What's his name? Pip is not boost by gear.
No, I know.
So when he started reeling in Mason like a motherfucker. And, yeah, Mason broke out first, so of course he lost. Pip got the win light, but it was still dope to see them both go 10. Yeah. They both been wanting 10s for hell long. Yep. To both see them do it against each other. And they're both my homies. Like, I was like, fuck yeah to both of them, because, like, hell yeah, they finally achieved their goals and shit. You know what I mean? And it was close at the finish line. It had to be like this. You know what I mean? So it was really good.
And I think that's one thing though that I've now learned with this show that kind of excites me more now watching racing. Like talking with you want to go 9s. Now when I see you go 9s, it'll make me more ecstatic to watch somebody actually hit their goal. Mm-hmm. Watch him go 1050s. I'm gonna be fucking stoked. I'm like, holy shit, this piece of shit finally went over 12. But you know what I mean?
Do you not watch that show? Because there's shots like
every guest.
Every fucking episode. I'm surprised he waited so long.
I tried to keep cool this time.
That should have been your first lineup.
Right. But you know what I mean? It is. It's totally a different feeling to watch your friend or watch who you're supporting.
Like it's crazy. Your car's slow.
That's next week. That's next episode.
But what you're saying is right. Like when Kang, we were fucking cheering on Kang and come on. He missed a gear because after he missed a gear, I'm like, come on, Warren, break out. Shout out to Warren. That's the homie. But man, I got to root for the home team. I got to root for my team. You know what I mean? That's why I was rooting for him. And he got the win, and we fucked up. But still, I was happy because one, he did a PB, and he came home to second place. And we went there just for shits and giggles to fuck around with the car. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that motivated the fuck out of him. So
that's always the best feeling when you go out there not expecting to win, but you win. Like, first time I brought this thing out, it was more, for us, it was more of a testing tune because we literally dynoed it like the week or two prior, no test hits on it at all. So we brought it out to the event to do some testing. First hit goes 10:20, and then I finally get it down to like 10:05. And I ended up going rounds, and before I knew it, I was in the finals. I'm like, wait, this is the finals? Like, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was
You were just going up when they called you?
Yeah, I was just focusing on driving the car because I had no seat time in this thing, like a full pass,
I'll tell you what, though. You need more stickers on your car, and all the Wicked One guys need more stickers on their car because there's way too many white EG fucking hatches out there. I'll be watching that shit, I'll be like, Fuck, that's not him. Nah, fuck this race.
Fucking teal. I was looking for Kane's car in the fucking station.
There's another teal one on
There's
gold
like
wheels.
4 teal coupes and fucking teal hatches. I'm like, oh shit, this isn't his car. I'm walking around and one of them had an intake like his too.
Just wait till you walk up and open a hood on somebody and be like, that's a B series. Shit.
Hey, what are you doing in my car, bro?
Yeah, but like I said, brought that out first time, and I ended up taking second place in the front wheel drive class against a bunch of turbo cars. I was like, okay, I'll take it. That wasn't the goal for that event. The goal was just get some freaking hits on it.
Yeah, get some data, get some time.
Get some seat time. Because I'll be the first to admit it. I suck. I am not a driver. I've been out of the seat for so long.
Can't be that bad. You went fuck 10 O's.
Yeah, but coming from my streetcar RSX, which is very, very tame, and then jumping this thing, freaking dog box, stage brake, make sure the fan's on, make sure the water pump's on, make sure it's not overheating. Make sure we charge the battery between rounds so that,
16 volt one.
16 volts, yeah. Make sure, running through this checklist in my head as I'm sitting at the fucking, staging light. I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. I look down, fan's not on. Turn the fan on real quick. And then stage it, and then you still got, nerves obviously.
You must have dummy lights on all your buttons, huh?
No, I just do a quick.
Oh.
Just do a quick.
I was gonna
scan.
say, look over, no light on.
Just do a quick scan. I'm watching my cluster. Make sure it's not fucking overheating. Make sure the voltage.
What
is
are you
good
running
for
computer wise?
It's an Infinity.
You're on AM?
Infinity 6 with the CD7 display.
Okay.
But yeah,
what made you go AM over?
So that's kind of a funny story. So that was from my previous tuner, Vit. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him, Vit Viper. He was big in like the online tuning community a couple years back, but he was my tuner. Previously with the RSX, he tuned my RSX on K Pro, the e-tuning stuff. And then when I started this project, he was still my tuner, so I was just consulting with him. He hated Hondata. Like, he absolutely hates Hondata. So he convinced me to, because I had a brand new K Pro V4 in the box, waiting to go for this thing, and he convinced me to go, hey, throw that shit in the trash or sell it, really. So get rid of that and jump on this Infinity, because that's what he was working with at the time, and he was like, for the money, you can't really beat it for the cost of it.
Infinity was pretty new back then too.
It was fairly new, so he convinced me to get this. And then, like, no shit, I want to say 6 months later, he was trying to get me to get a Motec. I'm like, dude, you just convinced me to ditch a K-Pro for this Infinity, and now you want me to spend, like, 2-3 more grand on a Motec? I'm like, no, I already bought this, we'll stick to this. So he's the one that got me to jump onto the Infinity. And honestly, it's, done me no wrong. I mean, there's a couple bugs with it, a couple issues. But that can be kind of maybe narrowed down to wiring, but who knows? But it's some weird off the wall minor issues. You just have to turn the car off, turn it back on, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I would love to go for a Motec, but shit, I'm all motor car. Do I really need a fucking $4,000 ECU? Not really. I mean, if I was a turbo car, yeah, I definitely.
Especially if you're 10 O's and your goal's only 9999.
Exactly.
I mean, you're there.
It's working for what I want, and there's a lot of fast cars on Infinity.
Oh yeah,
a lot of fast cars on Infinity. There's a lot of fast all-motor cars on Motec too. But like I said, I'm not a baller like that.
You gonna?
I only play it on the internet.
Not a baller like that. He's got a 4-piston motor.
4-piston motor.
AM Infinity. Fucking most expensive header made on the planet. Fucking. Jeez.
Like I say, I only play that on the internet.
So you've been through 2 tuners. You think you'll ever jump from Dennis and follow the whole fucking curve of tuners?
Lawrence tuned this.
Oh really?
Lawrence tuned this, yeah.
Oh okay.
Just because Dennis, not knocking Dennis in any way, but Dennis isn't comfortable with the Infinity.
Well, he's an old school tuner.
He's an old school tuner, and I would say 99% of his customers are Hondata, either F300 or K Pro. That's his bread and butter. If I had a street car with K Pro all day, I'll go to Dennis. He tuned my RSX.
No, he's an intelligent tuner. Him and Marissa are great people.
Oh yeah, he's full of knowledge. Like I said, I love Dennis and Marissa. They're great people. Every time they're in town, I try to go hang out at the shop for a little bit. But yeah, he doesn't know Infinity like he does K Pro.
So then you're going to stay with Lawrence on this next motor?
I'm going to stay with Lawrence. Again, Lawrence, great tuner. Shout out to Lawrence Bill. again, look at his car. I mean, I know they haven't run his car in a while, but look what he did with that car.
Well, shit, he was West Coast record until fucking TB and Albert came around.
Oh yeah, and that was amazing what he did with that car. I mean, super clean, freaking super simple.
I hope that car ever comes back.
And that thing did what? 960s?
Yep,
960s.
ITB sticking out the hood,
Yep.
a freaking regular undercar header,
Yep.
nothing crazy about it.
No, it was basic builds.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't. It's
simple.
clean, but it was simple.
Oh yeah, put a freaking exhaust on that thing, you drive that thing up and down the street all day.
Yeah. You've been in the game a long time. What keeps you motivated? Is it just that goal that you set and you're like, gotta knock that shit out?
That's pretty much it. I've honestly never quit anything I've started, and why start now?
I got you.
I mean, especially my situation with the blown motors, the fucking breaking parts all the time. It gets expensive. I mean, sure. I'm sure everybody knows how expensive this hobby is, but especially the last one where I shot the rod through the block. That one, I had to do some serious soul searching on that one. Right. I was like, man, because
shit. When I see you on IFO, I was like, "How's the car?" You're like, "I don't know if I'm putting it back together." You're like, "I'm kind of over it."
Yeah, but I have those ups and downs all the time.
I think everybody does.
Yeah, like when I'm in here at night smoking a cigarette and I sit in the corner just staring at this thing, I'm like, fuck, dude, what am I going to do? And then there's always the little nagging thought in the back of my head, turbo car, all-wheel drive car, street car,
What do you think about that all-wheel drive life?
It's fucking crazy how fast those guys are going. Like, honestly, that's what I want to do next.
Yeah.
All-wheel drive.
Once you hit your nines.
Once I hit my nines, all-wheel drive street car. I say that now, but it's probably going to be like a fucking all-wheel drive.
Fucking full-blown race car.
Will you keep this shell and convert this shell over?
Oh yeah, I'm not getting rid of it. The shell has too many memories in it. Sentimental. Like I said, John, Mad Max is my close friend. I can't see myself parting with this shell. It's going to be with me for forever. Unless somebody walks up to me with a bag full of fucking cash and like, all right, well, John who?
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Wow.
But I'll buy you lunch. I'll buy you dinner, John.
Yeah, I'll buy you lunch.
Dinner and beer on me.
Wow.
Mickey's on me. That's his drink.
He's like, John who?
Hey man,
The loyalty is strong.
Wow. Shout out to that team.
Hey, loyalty is strong, but the dollar is stronger. All right?
True.
The Benjamins are a lot stronger. Shit. Fuck. If somebody came up to you with a bag full of money, what are you gonna say?
Nobody wants to buy my piece of shit.
Okay, hypothetically. Shit.
Nah, I get you.
Nah, but
Ain't no one want to buy my fit.
Like I said, I got too many memories with this car from back in the day, watching John race it at 7th Street. It's just in the work he put in with this car. Yeah, I can't do that to him. That's why I still have these competition clutch stickers and all that tire.
I was about to ask earlier. I didn't even bring that up, but I was thinking about that earlier when we had asked, what clutch you had explode. It's comp on here.
That's all.
But you're not running comp,
Yeah.
so I was like...
That's from John.
Okay.
I can't take myself to...
Cut it off.
I can't make myself take those stickers off and get all that tire rubber off there. That's 7th Street rubber. 7th Street rubber right there.
Right.
I'm not, I've washed the car, yeah, but I always kind of leave that area alone. It's just, you're getting sentimental value,
When did you wash it? Last year?
The last time you did it.
Probably. But yeah, even if I decide to paint this, I was thinking I'll just
I'll mask that area off.
I'll just clear that area,
Right.
Leave it alone. But white's my color, so I'll just leave it white. I might do a wrap. Who knows?
Oh, I'm fucking envious, guys. I'm gonna do a rap.
But it looks nice in pictures, but it's really a piece of shit. Don't let it fool you.
Fucking guy. I'm broke. It's a piece of shit. But it has the best of the best fucking products on this car.
Yeah, and look where it's sitting right now.
Like I said, maybe it's the brand.
Look at the dust on it.
Yeah, that dust probably weighed me down a couple grams. So.
See, if you washed it, you probably would have went 99999. That's a thousandth of weight on that, dude. Man. Let me see here. I had a couple questions.
Sorry. You like World Cup so much. Do you think you'll ever travel with this car anywhere?
Oh man,
I know there's a crazy different world of that caliber.
That's
but
the $1 million question.
Would you ever want to take this over there just to say you race World Cup?
I would love to.
Just say you raced H Day or any of it.
I would love to do that. Just the money, man. And the time off. I mean, you got to think about it. Driving this thing to the East Coast, I got to take probably 2 weeks off of work.
Oh yeah.
You know, I ain't got that kind of time. I ain't got that kind of money. You know, now if there were a couple of us doing it and pulling our money together, yeah, probably. But you got to take time off work. You got to have spare parts in case shit breaks, which shit is gonna break. You got to have, you know, the resources to get this thing out there and back. You know,
uship.com.
Yeah. But, so not a lot of people know this, but I have been given offers to have this car taken out east.
Okay.
H Day and World Cup. I just never, you know, I never really entertained the thought because, again, it comes back down to the freaking money.
The money, yeah.
You know, that's a lot of money. You know, that's.
Oh yeah.
It's. I mean, I'm just one car. You know, one guy.
I mean, we've had that discussion with a few people. Like, there's a few people down south that are, you know, good numbers, and they could do great over there, and they say the same thing. I don't have the time off. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. You know, I got a regular 9 to 5. You know, this is not my business. Building cars, racing cars is not my business. This is a hobby. I do this shit in my free time. You know, I got a regular 9 to 5.
That's one subject I think a lot of people need to hear too. Is they think of, oh, look at Preunto, he's doing this, or hey, look at, you know, Marsh doing this.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta remember, those guys do this for a living.
Oh yeah,
there's people like you or Albert or, you know, any of these guys. They don't do it for a living. They just do it for a fun.
Oh yeah,
that's their weekend.
That's how they put food on the table. That's how they pay the bills. You know, that's their business.
Yeah.
For everybody else, this is a hobby. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody's situation is different. You know, you can't just look at those guys like, oh, well, these guys can do it. Well, these guys have like freaking corporate backing. You know, sponsors up the ass.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look at their cars. They got companies
so many
everywhere.
fucking stickers.
Well, I mean, look at Bella. Everyone's like, oh my god, that kid did this, this, and this. His dad literally builds motors.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to them. I mean, they're doing great.
I was thinking about that too right now.
But I mean, you think about that. It's his dad literally builds motors.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't have fucking 4 backup motors in my garage that are fucking 8-second motors.
They just put him in the car. They put his youngest son or whatever in the Casper or the blue car, whatever it's called, goes 10s. They just pull the motor out and put the big motor back in. Now he's gonna go fucking work on that. So it's like fucking.
Yeah,
Christ,
not
dude.
everybody has those kind of resources. I mean, it takes.
So I make it as a point. Don't let that defeat you.
Yeah.
Don't look at that as, well, I don't have the money to do that. Well, don't let that defeat you. There's different stages to this racing stuff. There's not everybody's going to be JBRE or 4-piston or Marsh or Preunto or any of these guys. You're not going to be them. I mean, someone might be someday.
I think people need to do, in a sense, like what I've said and what I'm doing. I went out and got a better job, make more money. Yeah, I'm sacrificing a little bit more on time.
Yeah, but
I'm making more money to afford.
You're still just going to be a racer with a 9 to 5.
No,
I
know, but in order, because there's levels.
Yeah,
I was at a level, now I'm going up another level, and just keep going up levels until you keep going. And, you know, eventually, if you stay doing it, your car can end up like Albert's car. Your car can end up at that point because you built up to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's levels.
Yeah.
And I think people, like we've talked about in the beginning of the podcast, people just want... They want to
be at the top now.
The only way you can do that is if you got a bag full of motherfucking money. Yeah. That's the only fucking way.
Yeah, you give it to a shop, and like, I want a car that does this time, I want to make this much power, I want to look like this. That's
and here's this stack of cash.
Yeah, here's a stack of cash, or here's these cards, you know, go nuts.
Yeah.
You know, you're basically writing a blank check to whoever to build you a car. And if you got the funds to do that, hey, more power to you. Knock yourself out. That's what you want to do.
Not knocking it. That's not my style. I like the good. I mean, like, look at Think Fat Racing, Fatty. Works jobs. Yeah. And fucking has one badass fucking car. And he just does it for fun. Yeah. You know what I mean? Still can't. He can make it all like to the West Coast stuff. Would love to go to the East Coast, but like you said, the money. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah. We're regular ass people. You know, don't let it fool you. You know, you see all this stuff online, like I said, like I've been saying from the start, you know, that's what they want to show you.
Oh, yeah. It's not what you need to see every day. It's
their normal day to day. They are a normal ass person. They put their pants on one leg at a time, just like you. You know?
Sure do. Even the big guys do. I mean, but that's their career.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what they're literally there to do.
Yeah. That's
like Jamie came out here and he got paid to come out here for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, it's got to be fucking...
Same thing.
It's got to be great to be flown around the country just to freaking, you know, spend some time on the computer for an hour or two, you know, and get paid for it. Who would want to do that? But, again, that's your career.
Of course. But that's what he does.
Yeah. Actually, that's Jamie's side job because he has a regular 9 to 5 too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, not everybody can do it. If you can, more power to you. You know,
that life is hard.
Yeah,
a tuner life is not.
Yeah, those that can do, those that can't teach. It's simple. Mm-hmm. It's simple.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Got any more on your list there?
Someone's calling me right now, so I gotta wait.
There's a button called reject.
I'm not rude.
Ignore.
I'm not rude, but I just shove it in my pocket.
Oh, give it to me. I'll show you how
Right, let him answer.
It's super easy for me.
What's something you hate about this or don't like about this sport, this scene? We're gonna stay away from the car show stuff, but we're gonna because we already know that. But the racing part, like, what's something that you don't like about this?
The fanboys and the drama they create. It's like I've said this before. It's like the loudest voices are never in the lanes. You know what I'm saying? They're all online. They're all on the car show side of things.
Well, I got into it with someone today about that. Like, I just bought a BMW. I want to do a few upgrades just to make it a little faster, just to enjoy my car. I have a buddy that has a fully built car, and he's like, your car can't do this. My car did this. My car does this. You can't do this. And I'm like, he's like, I've read on all the forums that you're going to have all these issues. And I'm like, you read on the forums about somebody that did way beyond what the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
Quit sucking dick. Like, you don't know.
Yeah. That's honestly my biggest pet peeve about this thing, racing in general, is just the fanboys here. They see something online and they take it as gospel. Mm-hmm. It's like, that's one side of the story. So I always say there's 3 sides to a story: your side, his side, and the truth.
Yep.
All right. You gotta 100%. Find that. You gotta find that middle ground. Listen to all.
You gotta find the number 4.
Yeah, you gotta listen to all perspectives, and then honestly, it's up to you to fucking weed out all the bullshit. You know, it's a free country. Believe what you want to believe. I don't care. I mean, if that's what you believe, then whatever. I'm not gonna tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
That you're totally free to do that. It's not what I believe. I don't agree with it, and I'll let you know that. But again, it's a free country. I'm free to let you know.
We're all allowed to believe whatever we want.
Exactly.
Well, and that's the thing, is that most people these days, this new generation or whatever, if you speak your opinion, you're either a fucking hater or you're they don't like the truth. They don't like opinions. They want to shut you down because you're speaking your opinions. Like, bro, like, I have the fucking right.
Oh yeah, no. The worst is when they ask for opinions and you give them your opinion,
and then they get mad.
Oh yeah,
it's called an asshole.
Oh yeah, it's like, no, that's not right. It's like, how the fuck do you know? That's my opinion. Do you know what opinion means? Do you know the definition?
My favorite one is when they ask you a question, and they're like, you give them the answer that you know is correct, and they're like, no, that's not right. I know it to be this way. Then why'd you ask me the question if you already know? If you already know the answer, why are you asking me?
Mm-hmm. Dude, like, why are you in the DM wise? I stay off the forums, but why are you in my DMs if I just answered your question and you're like you said before, this guy fucking told you, he told me this. Then go fucking ask him. Yeah. Get the fuck out of my DM. Yeah. I won't fucking talk to you.
If he's such a great guy and he knows so much, why are you asking me?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I mean, shit. Pick a side and stick to it. Stick to your guns. If you want to believe something, believe it.
Yep.
I mean, I believe certain things that you might not agree with. Oh well, that's my right to believe that.
No.
What do you say?
Throwing jabs.
Just kidding.
No, but yeah, it's. And the internet has made it so much worse, like Facebook and Instagram.
Well, it's because everybody has a voice now.
Everybody has. They can say it because of anonymity. I do it too. I'm guilty of it. Guilty all day. I can speak my mind on the internet.
But the thing is, that from what you would though is that if they were here, I'm pretty sure you would say the same thing to their face.
Oh yeah.
For the most part.
Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to find that person and say it to their face. But if you're gonna ask me a question, I'm gonna give you an answer. That's how I am. I'm not going to fucking pull any punches to save your feelings. Like, I don't care about your feelings. Your feelings have no effect on me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like the keyboard warrior shit.
Yeah, like
you have people that'll rant and rave and say this, that, and the other on the fucking line. Then you see me in person, they're like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Yeah.
I had an issue with a young kid. I didn't realize he was so fucking young. I felt bad after, but he was on Instagram. He's in my DM trying to get me to race his homie. His homie's got a 1090 car.
Yeah.
Calls me scared. I said, no, I'm not scared. I'm just fucking stupid. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Especially now, I'll race him. I'll take the L.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to race him for money. I wasn't born yesterday, bro. And he goes, if you're scared to bring out your car, it's cool, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, you know what, nigga? Keep that energy.
Yeah.
And when he came to my city, I let him know stuff. Because I was right in his face. Like, what's up, homie? talk that shit now.
Yeah.
And he was on hush mode. He was fucking tail between his legs. And then
I hate people like that though. That'll
And then-
make you race somebody else's car.
That
Yeah.
Get your own fucking
the
car.
owner of the car was like, bro, I won't even race you for money.
That's what
the
I'm saying.
homeboy was over here talking
Yeah.
shit. And then I told him, I was like, where's your fucking car?
Yeah.
Like it's cool to hype up your boy while
This is where-
he's the one.
This is where the 3 spark plug shit comes into play.
Oh.
Because he was talking shit to me, and this fool's never been to the track. It's got a bone stock ass single cam, calling me scared to race. So I told him, he goes, where's your car? I said, it's at home.
Yeah.
I said, where's your car? He goes, don't worry about my car. No, I'm going to worry about your car because you're worried about mine.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to race you whenever you get your car. He goes, it's not running right. I said, okay, well, what do you need to get it running? Because me and my guys can put something together and get your car running so I can fuck you up.
Yeah.
And he just kept being smart ass. So I was like, I'll take a fucking spark plug and I'll still fuck you up.
Yeah, I had a situation like
But
that.
then I realized he was like 18 years old. I'm like, fuck.
Nah, 18-year-olds.
But he got to learn though.
18-year-olds a grown ass man.
Right?
Yeah, but the way I felt was
I
like,
feel
bro,
bad
like,
if it was like 16, 14,
one-
somewhere in that
one-
range.
Nah, that's old enough to learn. Shit.
my thing is, one, you can't because it's podcast and racing. One, you're not gonna come and make a name off my name.
Mm.
You for sure not gonna do that. Two, you're not gonna disrespect me, because I put in a fuckload of work in the streets and at the track. So don't say I'm scared to race. Someone's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Roll down my Instagram. I have hella videos of me racing in Mexico. Not incriminating
In
myself.
one town. Go to some other towns. There's some faster people.
In Mexico.
Anyways, racing is racing. It doesn't matter.
Nah, bullshit.
I do have videos of me racing in other cities.
When all your people that you race in the same town are the same.
Okay, so I didn't go to Atwater. I
say
haven't
that.
come up to Sac.
I'm just
You're
saying.
implying that.
I'm
You're
just saying.
Is he not implying
The
that?
videos that you post are all in the same city of Mexico, and it's all the same slow fuckers that don't know how to drive.
That's not true. But okay.
You can't tell me that guy at GTO knows how to drive.
Which one?
Either of
I
them.
killed them both. It doesn't matter. It's not my fault that they don't know how to drive. Is that my fault?
No, I'm just saying.
Especially when they call me out. That's not my fault.
Yeah.
No,
if I just go to
so
go
this
and
is
they call
I'll
me
give you
out
an example.
and I whoop their ass,
I'll
that's
give you
not
an
my fault
example.
that I got seat time and they
You
don't.
have this racer that says, "Oh, I'm fucking fast as fuck. I'm fast." Well, who have you beat? Oh, I beat a guy that went 13s. So you're fucking fast because you beat someone at 13s. Yeah, man, I race every weekend, all weekend. I've been in the streets all the time. Okay, I get that. You've been racing. You race, yada yada. But you've never beat someone over 13s.
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm just saying that.
I'm
I'm just saying as an
Yeah.
example. Like
I'm not that
that's
person.
how that is.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm not. We're talking about me here. I'm not talking
what's
about
the fastest person you beat?
Fuck, I don't know. Not Tony. That's for sure.
Not many people have.
Yeah. Nah, but just say I didn't put in work though. But my point is like I had to teach him a lesson and let him know that like you can say all that you want on Instagram, but when I'm in your face, are you gonna keep that energy?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I proved to him like, bro, like don't take this podcast shit or whatever to heart because I'm a nice guy. I will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Don't like the story we were telling you on the way here. Like
Yeah.
it'll happen.
Oh, yeah.
Like you know what I mean. Like don't get shit fucked up.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
I'm a nice guy, but don't cross the line for no reason.
Yeah, just because I might be quiet in person doesn't mean I won't tear that ass up.
Yeah, exactly.
Given the opportunity, it's just like I said.
Well, that was like we went. Where did we? Was it Ryan's episode? I don't know. We went somewhere and like we literally were unloading and we both pulled out both of our guns, and they were like, and we're like, yeah. They were just like,
no, was
huh.
friends, was it?
I don't remember who it was, but someone was like shocked that we both pulled
We
it out.
both
They
carried.
were like, you know, it's normal life. Like, yeah, we might seem like nice guys on here because we're trying to help out the
But
community
we
and stuff
are
we
nice.
love.
We are nice, but just don't cross shit talking
Yeah.
and stuff. But for the most part, like you can't just think you're gonna talk to me however you want because I'm not that one. Like I do this for fun and to help the community and to better.
Yeah, you
But
help
don't
them.
try to fucking call me a piece of shit and say I'm scared to race when you can scroll through my Instagram. There's nothing but races, and I go to all these events and shit. Like, come on, don't play me.
Right?
Especially when you're a fucking nobody from nowhere that fucking no one knows. You don't even bring your fucking car.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
Yeah,
I
those,
said it.
those are the worst. The
I
dudes
won't even
that
say his name.
the dudes that call people out with their homie's car. It's
That
like,
shit
Bro, and then the thing
Shit
is, he hit
out
up
of
my homie and said that, and the thing is, they had came to our city and watched us race, because I lost to, I'm not gonna say his name, or Powerline's Shark Bait. Shout out to him. He put in some work.
You were on street tires.
It's not about that. I'm not even gonna talk about that.
I'm just saying.
But they were standing in the sidelines, and they were talking shit, saying Stockton this, Stockton that. It's like, but you guys didn't bring. They came down to see what it's like. Well, They thought they were gonna go get their big homie and come down here and fuck us up. Well, they didn't know that I know people who know their big homie and know all about him. And when they found out that my homies were coming, he was like, "Oh shit, he's coming! Oh shit!" He realized, boom, I can't hustle these fools.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
they
honestly,
were gonna try to,
yeah.
but it wasn't gonna work.
And honestly, not knocking street racers, but that's why I hate street racing. You know, it's just these kids get butt hurt and just want to start fighting, want to start pulling out guns.
It's
and
not
shit.
like it used to. Like when I think we've talked about that a few times. Like when I was growing up, like younger, we met up at meets, went street race. You just raced. That's all you did.
Yeah.
There wasn't. I mean, there was a fight here and there just because it was like a family thing. It was Laos and Vietnamese or shit like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't. Oh, I want to fucking beat you up because you fucking beat me in a race.
Yeah.
No.
I never did that.
That's stupid.
I won't allow any of my teammates to do that either. None of my homies do that.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It happens.
It's because people are, like we've said before, they take this. I take racing serious.
Well, they're also afraid of the L.
But that's what I'm saying. They're scared to take the L. It's a participation award. They think they're going to win every race. And it's like, if you think you're going to win every race, you're fucking retarded.
Yeah.
I'm telling you over and over and over. I lost many times. I post my races losing. I don't care.
Yeah,
I know it's part of the sport. I'm not in here to win. I'm here to have fun.
Everybody loses, and that's another thing. Glad you said that. I don't care about winning at all. I just want to go out there and do better than I did my previous run. That's all I'm looking for. If I can
you're racing yourself. You ain't racing.
Yeah, I'm racing myself. When I'm at the line, I'm not even paying attention to that other car. I'm watching my lights. I'm watching my RPMs. Make sure I got a good stage. Make sure I'm preloaded.
You're racing your race.
Well, he tells like his teammates that all the time. Like they'll get in the lane and be like, "Oh, they're like, just focus on your race."
Yeah, don't worry about what he's doing because you worry about what he's doing. It's like in the streets. You worry about what he's doing, he's gonna beat you because you're ready not worry about. You have to race the road, and at the same time at the track, you have to race your lane and race it. Don't worry about what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, you're in control of your car, not his.
Watch that tree. Don't watch his car.
Mm-hmm. Don't leave when he leaves because a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I mean,
your light's still going down.
Yeah, I get it. Winning is always nice. Getting that money is
course.
always nice. Yeah, sure. Who won't want to win? But that's not all there is in the world.
Yeah.
You're not gonna win everything. Everybody loses at something once in their lives. You're never going to go undefeated. I don't care who you are. Everybody loses at some point. So don't get too worked up about it. Just go out there, have fun, do your thing. Don't fuck your shit up. Don't wreck. That's the main thing. As long as you can drive it onto the trailer at the end of the day, that's a win for me.
That's a win, yeah.
That's a win for me. Or you can drive it home at the end of the day. That's a win.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see what else we got real quick. How can we improve the scene?
The racing? So I'm speaking strictly from a track perspective.
No, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, we're talking about that.
How we can get more people in the seats? How you can improve ladders and all that shit. How can you improve what we have now?
Yeah, honestly, I think people just need to come out to the events with the cars and race. In a class that fits their car. Don't. I guess you could say, don't water yourself down to give you a better chance, The way you improve is by challenging yourself, whether that's physically, mentally, whatever, Go up against that faster guy, Who cares if you don't win? You still have that experience saying, all right, I raced this faster guy. Yeah, I might have lost, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. You still got that experience. Like we were saying earlier about this last CMI, guys in the bracket or index classes that should have been in the front wheel drive or whatever classes.
In the turbo class. Or
whatever. You're that's killing the sport. That's lowering the payouts for that class, and then even if you did that, you still lost in that class that you're in anyway. So a loss is a loss, right? So wasn't why didn't you just challenge yourself in the tougher class? If you go through life wanting to do the easiest thing every single time, you're going to have a pretty shitty life.
Yeah, you're never going to go anywhere.
Yeah, you're never going to excel at anything. You're never going to get better.
It's kind of like, I don't go to the gym. Some of us on this podcast don't go to the gym either. But you don't get
every day.
Funny thing about that is I call my bathroom gym so I can say I went to the
gym. No, but it's the same thing. In a sense, if you don't go to the gym to fucking not work out, to better yourself. You're going to the gym to better yourself.
They don't go to the workout. They don't fucking better
they go
themselves.
for-
They
they
go
go
so they
for-
can take pictures.
Yeah.
On Instagram, yeah.
Lifting weights, girls.
And then
But
they
for the most
Photoshop the
part,
shit out of
but for the,
Yeah.
but for the most part, you're right. For the most part, you go there to better for yourself and to fucking keep pushing and push hard. If you can put that same energy you do at Zip into racing in the mentality,
Right.
you will grow, you will get faster. But people don't see
Right.
that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's-
using that gym analogy, say, you start doing, bench presses, you can't even press 100 pounds. Let's just start around. You can't even press 100 pounds. But then you keep working at it, right?
Yeah.
And finally you can press 100 pounds like it's nothing. But then if you kind of like plateau and you just leave 100 pounds every time you go there, you're not getting better. Next time you come in, try 110.
I got a better one for you. Same thing as a bench press. You go there, you're bench pressing 100 pounds. You see the guy next to you, he's bench pressing 150.
Mm-hmm.
You say, fuck that, I'm just going to stay at my 100.
Yeah.
And you don't, because of him doing 150, you're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the 150 guy is looking at the 200 guy going, "Fuck, I'm trying to get to that."
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
And
Exactly.
that's the mentality you have to have.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, racing is not for everybody. I
No.
get it, Whether it's time, finances, whatever, knowledge,
But
lack of knowledge, whatever.
Going to the track and supporting your family,
Yeah.
barbecuing, hanging out, drinking, that's for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has that enjoyment.
Yeah, everybody likes to have a good time. Everybody likes to eat and drink.
And that's what the track should be. It shouldn't just be, hey, I'm going to spend money on a race car. No, go support everybody. Support your family. Support fucking whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest push on
Yo,
events is...
yo, did you go to Pip's fucking pit?
I didn't even know he had a pit.
Dude, there was like 60 motherfuckers.
Oh, no, I did.
It was
That's
like a full ass fucking
Yeah,
party,
that's-
bro.
yeah.
I was like, and they only had one car there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
they had canopy set up, RVs, barbecues, the whole work.
Well,
Everyone's
fucking they
taking
came on a
shots,
tow
everyone's fucking
truck.
hitting the bong. Yeah, dude, it was the most funny shit. I walked out, I was like, is this a party or a pit crew?
They had
I
more-
can't even
they
find
had more
Pip's
than one
car.
car.
Huh?
They had more
Oh,
than
well,
one
they
car.
had the MR2, yeah.
Yeah, Tim's car was there.
Yeah. I shouldn't have said don't break it. And then he broke it.
You said that as soon as it happened, too. You were like,
Brian's in the
don't
car.
break it.
I said, oh shit, Brian's in the car, he's gonna break it. Sure enough, broke.
Fucked
I
up.
felt bad. But,
But he made some good hits after that. The other car made good money.
no, they did. But, I mean, the Pip was crazy. And, like, Pip doesn't usually go to the events, but the one he did, it was mad packed. All his homies came. I saw homies from back in the day and shit. I'm like, oh shit, what's up?
Well, a lot of them came because of Tim. They all wanted to see that MR2.
Well, both of them.
No, I'm just saying, a lot of those guys were
Yeah.
Tim's fucking business partners and shit, and they all...
I'm talking about the young cats. But
No,
they know both, you know what I mean? Like, I know
Yeah.
there were a lot of old 1320 cats.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like, you know, it was good to see them.
Well, it's
and
like when I
that's the
seen Mike. I walked by and Mike,
Yeah.
hey, Kevin! I was like, oh fuck, who's this?
thing. Oh, yeah, because you didn't know he was coming on.
I haven't seen him in years. Last time I seen him, he built my
I'm
K.
surprised you recognize me.
He built my K series transmission for my CRX. That was the last time I seen him. So like 2 years ago, some shit like that. It was when I first got my K series.
Last time I seen him was like when I first got tuned by He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Best tuner on the planet.
Fuck out of here. Stop the recording.
You talking about Seaboard?
Oh, better.
I'd probably rather get tuned by I'd probably rather get tuned by
No, but no, like he yelled me out and he was like, "Damn, you still going to races?" I was like, "Bro, I've been doing this shit since I was a kid. I'm still going." I said, "I'll never stop." I said, "I might not be racing, huh?"
So you're welcome because you stopped for a while.
That's because the fucking scene got shitty. That shit got boring. Same fucking cars, same bullshit. Everyone became a fucking show car kid. I was over it. But that's what I mean. You start seeing people that are just like, holy shit. Like you don't,
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it's kind of making a comeback a little bit because if you look at the quality of people come back, yes, it's still shady and there's still those fucked up cars that you're talking about. But I think
That'll
compared to
always be
like 2 years ago, there's more people. You know,
I see a lot
and
of drive in a lot of people too. Because like even like Mark, I mean he's been 12s, 13s, whatever, and I seen him post yesterday. He's like, this year 10s are bust. No matter what, 10s this year.
Yo, I seen that. Yeah, shout
And
out.
I was like, cool,
shout
man.
Out, shout out, Mark, man. That's the homie, a good follower of the podcast.
Like that's
man.
cool. Like if you have a year goal like that's cool as shit. And it's not often. Or over the last couple of years, I hadn't seen a lot of people that are. I mean, you see the bigger names like this guy, and I mean, Rob and shit that are doing it. But when you have the little guys that are so out of it, they're just. It's cool to see that shit come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good. Shout out for him. He, showed love. He came out to SAC too, and then.
Right, that was a drive.
Sorry about the IFO footage.
This guy lost.
I lost the SD card, guys. So
if you were on my videos, our videos,
yeah,
sorry.
God.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
You had one job.
Bro,
Yeah, his one job was drinking so he could lose it.
I know. I was not only just. I'm not gonna incriminate myself. That's another story.
This is a blooper.
This is not even a blooper, but yeah, I fucked up, guys.
He was in some activities in a different country.
Yeah,
and
I was talking
he
about
lost
the
it.
rallies. Yeah, it's got lost somewhere. It's somewhere at my house. I don't know where the fuck it's at.
Maybe that'll be an end of the year. Holy shit, we found it type thing.
Yeah, I mean that would be
if
cool.
this guy decides to clean his dirty ass room.
Like a year.
No, my room's clean. My room is always clean. It's my garage that gets dirty.
Whatever.
But nah, it's somewhere in my garage. I'll find it one day. It's this fucking big, so you guys can see.
It was in something, so that isn't that big. You said it was in like a fucking envelope or bag or something.
Fuck it.
So I don't know how you lose that.
I don't know. Alright, leave me alone. But shout out to him. He bought a sticker. We shipped it to him. We go to IFO. It's on his fucking car. Showed us love, and that's awesome, man. It's great to see you guys come up, talk to us. It's weird as shit. We're not celebrities. We're just regular guys like you guys, and you guys treat us, some people treat us like celebrities. Don't like that shit. It's so weird. And then the random people that come up talk to us, and we're like, "Yo, who's that?"
Whatever. He chewed me out for that shit. We were at IFO, and I was like, "Bro, who the fuck is that?" And he goes, "You aren't gonna know everybody." I was like,
"No,
I don't care about knowing everybody."
The first time we both go, "I don't know. I thought you knew." But no, I mean it's dope. It's cool, and a lot of people saying that like Mark said that because of our podcast, he started getting
like he said he used to race. He quit, kind of fell off a little bit, other reasons, but the scene didn't help him keep going.
Yeah.
And he said once we started watching all the other racers beyond this, he's like, dude, it kind of motivated me a little bit to keep going. Mm. He was like, it's cool to see more people like me that aren't big guys that are still trying. He's like, it's cool. So.
Yeah, and we gotta get some new blood into this somehow. Whatever works. Honestly, if you're starting off, start small. Baby steps. Crawl, walk, run. That's how I look at everything. I kind of jumped headfirst into this project without knowing everything, and it came back to bite me in the ass a few times. But hey, that I'm just stubborn like that. But work within your means. I mean, if you can only afford X product, then get X product. Yeah, you might catch shit from certain people online. Guilty. But don't let that.
I was gonna go him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you too.
Yeah. What do I do?
But yeah, don't let that discourage you. I know I'm kind of like being hypocritical right now, but I mean, if you're just gonna start.
Remember, he says he does it because he's bored.
Yeah, don't take everything to heart because it's Facebook.
Have thick skin.
If you let the words of a random person on the internet affect the way you feel, then you need bigger help.
No, I agree with you 100%,
Yeah.
dude. That's the same way as like people talk shit on the gram and like they get, but he said this. Just like, bro, who gives a fuck?
It's just the internet.
He ain't gonna say it to your face. I mean, there's people that are like,
Yeah.
gonna say it to your
Even
face.
if he did, it's just the fucking internet.
Yeah, it's just the internet. Like
I said, if you have seen me out and about at an event or whatever, come up and talk to me, say hi, what's up. I'm probably not gonna know who you are, Even
they
if
gonna know who you is.
Yeah,
they gonna see your name in your car. And I know who that motherfucker is. Like he was talking shit.
Like I'm actually.
Well, it's like the better guys in the RSX group. You do kind of fucking RSX. Why are you on this group?
Because I've forgotten more about this car than you know. So, but yeah, if you see me out at a track and come say hi. I'm actually really easy to talk to. Obviously, ask me if you want to ask me about the car. I'll tell you everything you want to know about the car. I'll tell you every single little nut and bolt that's in this thing. I have nothing to hide. If it helps you with an idea or something later on, then hey, I've done my good deed for the year.
We've had people. I don't know if you've seen, but somebody messaged the podcast page about for help.
The shop, yeah.
Yeah, and hey, all of our Instagrams are open for help. If anybody needs help, I'll help you any way I can. If I know it. If not, I'll reach out and I will try to find someone who has more knowledge and get the question for you or send you to him.
Don't hit me up for discounts, free shit. But
yeah, we don't.
You can hit me up for advice.
Yeah, don't ask me to help you bury somebody. So
I mean, I might if you're paying enough.
Yeah, what's in it for me?
Yeah, I say if you're paying me enough, I might. I mean, shh. He's like, I ain't getting into this conversation. I already buried enough people this year. I don't need any more.
I was like that Delta, bro.
Right?
We want to talk about that Delta. Good old Stockton, California. Well, you guys.
Is that all you got?
I'm done. What about you?
You got any shout outs you want to do?
Yeah, give us some shout outs.
Man, just shout out to all the boys, all the Lightspeed family. You know, Rabizi, Crazy Galvin, Peck, Lightspeed Tony. You know, Team Mom, Lightspeed Tony.
You know what's funny as shit is I thought the same thing at IFO when he broke. And he was setting up all the grills, setting up all the water.
He does that.
Getting everything going.
He does that
like,
every time. Like he'll be Team Mom, taking care of us in the pits, but then he still races his car. Much love, much respect to
He's
Tony.
He's a good guy.
Awesome.
Tony's a great guy. I love every time that guy's around. We're always in for a laugh. Yeah, freaking Lawrence built my tuner.
I asked him if I could put beer in his car because I was walking around with the 12 pack and I got yelled at. And so we got to push his car. So I was like, hey, I'm going to put the beer in your car. And I was trying to open the door. He goes, I was like, never mind, Tony. I'll just carry it out. Just walked away with it. Because he was like, yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, if we're going to push. But then, yeah.
Who else? Myers, 4P. Those guys helped me out a ton.
Say it loud. Don't worry about him.
4P, 4 piston. Yeah, I love those guys to death. Revline, freaking my parts guy, always showing me love. Jeff Revline, great guy, always hooking me up.
He got me a lot of free parts.
Yeah.
Back in the raffle, the waffle days.
Yeah. You know,
What do you mean? It's still raffle days.
always sending
No,
me,
not from that guy. That guy's waffle was
Yeah.
the original, and it was the best.
always sending me candy with all my orders. Love you. Butterfingers and Reese's. Take note, my favorites.
So when you see him at the track, man,
Yeah.
he will answer your questions.
When you see him at the
Or
track,
Reese's.
bring him Starburst and fucking Milky Ways.
You really want to get on my good side, just throwing it out there. You know?
Oh shit.
But yeah, and you know, everybody else I forgot to mention, you guys know who you are. I could have done without you, gotten this far with this, piece of crap, and keep me motivated to keep going. So
Cool.
yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
For sure.
Well, thanks for being on here, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Of course.
Yeah, appreciate it.
See you guys later.